Your Majesty, the first prince is outside the hall to pay his respects to you.
So hot. It has. Didn't I die? A cup of poisoned wine. My bowels rotted. How did I end up back in Fenki Palace?
Your Majesty, what's wrong? You're sweating so much.
What year of Rongan is it now?
Your Majesty? It is the 8th year of Rongan. The 3rd day of the 8th month.
The 8th year of Rongan. 3rd day of the 8th month. I actually returned to, before the grand sacrificial ceremony.
The legitimate daughter of the Liu family, a blessed lady by heaven's decree, is fit to become the empress, to bring joy to his majesty.
Xiao Muqing and I were childhood sweethearts for 13 years. I thought it was mutual love, but a decree from the Imperial Observatory sent me into the palace to bring joy to the ailing emperor.
Aran, you're the only one in my heart.
In my past life, I became empress. I had already let go of my hopes for him, who knew he'd be so audacious, taking advantage when the emperor couldn't attend to me. He climbed onto my phoenix bed.
Aran, trust me. As long as in the future, if I ascend the throne, I'll give you a new identity. Stand proudly by my side. You will be my only wife.
It seems heaven has eyes, pitying my wrongful death in the past life. It gave me a second chance.
Your son pays respects to Mother Empress.
Xiao Muqing. All of you, leave.
Aran, it's been days without seeing you. I've missed you terribly.
Me too.
Aran, about the grand sacrificial ceremony. Have you heard?
I've heard a little.
His Majesty is gravely ill. The heir apparent has not been established. This ceremony concerns the fate of the Empire. I don't want the second prince to steal a march on me. The Grand Chancellor has authority over inspections, and dispatches the Imperial Guards. If you can persuade him, 1. To entrust this task to me. During the ceremony, I can gain the upper hand.
Just as I thought. From the very beginning. He was scheming for this. In my past life, Xiao Muqing used this authority, during the grand sacrificial ceremony, to place his own people, and eventually staged a coup to seize power. Now that I'm reborn, I won't let you have it so easy.
Aran.
Father is cautious by nature. If I ask for power directly, he's bound to suspect.
Aran. Do you know why I haven't come to see you these past few days? At my residence, I painted a portrait of you. I wanted to make it as lifelike as possible before bringing it to you.
In my past life, you also used sweet words like this to coax so many tears from me. It wasn't until later that I saw clearly it was just your way of winning people over. Your Highness is too kind.
Aran, we've known each other 13 years since childhood. In this world, no one understands you better than I do.
Yes, you know me best. You know my weaknesses, my family's power, and even more, how to drain me dry and then kick me away. 13 years of affection, of course, are not something others can compare to.
So in this palace, with me here, I'll never let you suffer any grievance. But, Aran, you know, His Majesty's condition is critical. Second brother is watching eagerly, and many court officials have already chosen sides. If I don't have full security, how can I protect you in the future? If this matter succeeds, not only will I benefit, but the Liu family will also have a head start in the new dynasty. Don't you think so? The Chancellor has been an official for years, so he naturally understands the dangers of the succession struggle. The Liu family has sided with me. If I'm suppressed by second brother, how can the Liu family stay out of it?
If I point the hairpin at his neck and stab hard, he'll die. But that would be too easy for him.
Aran, why aren't you saying anything?
I was thinking, Your Highness's plan is indeed thorough. Father will surely willingly hand over the inspection authority. Go back and wait for news. In a couple of days, I'll find a reason to leave the palace and return home to discuss it with Father in person. Your Highness, just rest assured and prepare for the sacrificial ceremony. The inspection authority will have an answer within 3 days.
Aran, you seem different today than usual.
I'm just a little tired.
Okay. Then I'll take my leave. Get some rest.
Xiao Muqing is coming to inspect. If I refuse outright, he'll get suspicious. I need a way to make him fall into his own trap.
Mother, you're in a good mood. Big brother just left, and you're already writing a love letter?
Second prince, barging into my Phoenix Palace without even announcing yourself.
Announce? If I had announced, I would have missed that little show just now. The Empress and the Crown Prince, embracing? Mother, what if this gets to Father's ears? Would he sit right up from his sick bed in anger? Or do you think that father is too ill to control you, so you can do whatever you want?
Second prince, you're well informed. I'm sure you know more than just about me meeting Xiao Mucheng.
What do you mean?
I heard that the horse ranch outside the city was bought by someone. The buyer is rich, bought 30 li of grassland in one go, along with a manor. The books show it as a transport convoy, but actually, it's all unregistered superior military horses. Further into the mountains, that manor is officially a summer retreat, but inside it houses 120 private soldiers, drilling daily, swords, spears, halberds, everything. The money is diverted from the Jiangnan water transport, taken from the ministry's disaster relief funds, a prince secretly building a private army. What crime is that?
What did you say? Did Xiao Mucheng tell you that?
I help you ascend the throne, and you give me freedom.
Everyone knows the Empress and Xiao Mucheng grew up together. You love him more than life. You help me? You think I'm a 3-year-old?
Yeah, everyone knows I almost married Xiao Mucheng. If not for the Imperial Observatory's document figuring my birth chart matched His Majesty's. How could I have been forced into the palace to become his stepmother? Everyone in the capital says the Empress is deeply in love with the Crown Prince, unwavering till death. But who knows that the person I once loved sent my entire Lu family to the execution ground and had them all executed.
What? Hit a nerve? Nothing to say?
Have you ever heard of past lives?
What did you say?
Nothing.
Your affairs with him, I'm not interested. Within 3 days, you get the keys to Xiao Mucheng's armory, and I'll agree to cooperate.
Fine. It's a deal. Xiao Mucheng wants me to get him the inspection authority. Xiao Shujian wants me to steal the armory keys for him. Both of them think I'm a pawn in their hands. But since I'm at the table, I'll be the last one standing. As long as I'm here, I'm the only winner.
Your Highness, the second miss has sent a request from outside the palace, saying she wishes to visit you.
Luliana, I knew you'd come. I knew you'd come. Xiao Mucheng just left, and you rush into the palace. What? In a hurry to get news? Make her kneel outside and wait.
Second Miss Her Majesty is tired and resting. If you wish to wait, please kneel outside the hall until Her Majesty wakes up.
Alright, I'll wait right here and go in when sister wakes up.
Second Miss, the ground is very hot, why not come another day?
Sister works hard in the palace. As her younger sister, I can't help with anything. What's a little kneeling? Consider it a blessing for sister. Today's kneeling I will remember. One day, I'll make you pay back 100-fold, 1,000-fold.
Your Majesty, second miss is outside, has been kneeling for half an hour. If she continues, she might get heat stroke.
If she wants to kneel, let her kneel.
But what if it reaches others' ears?
Let it spread, let the whole palace see how sincere Miss Lu is. Her sister takes a nap and she kneels outside waiting. This is filial piety. It's a virtue. Who wouldn't praise her? Enough, Qian Qian, let her in.
Yes.
Your subject, Lulianer, pays respects to the Empress.
Qian Qian, why didn't you announce earlier? Letting my sister kneel for so long.
Don't blame Miss Qian. I chose to kneel. Sister works day and night in the palace. As your sister, I can't help much. Kneeling is the least I can do.
You silly girl, don't do this again. Others might think that I, as the elder sister, mistreat you.
Sister treats me the best. You protected me since childhood. I remember it all.
Your Majesty.
How is father today?
Father is in good health, but court affairs are busy. He often talks about sister, saying sister in the palace wonders if you eat well and sleep well.
Everything is fine here. Since you're here, I've written a letter home. Take it to father for me. About the sacrificial ceremony, father will understand after reading the letter.
Sister, I've heard that the first prince has been visiting you often lately. Do you still have feelings for him?
Why do you ask me this all of a sudden?
I'm just happy for you, sister. The first prince is deeply devoted to you. If you have him in your heart too, maybe someday you too can pick up where you left off.
Nonsense, I'm the Empress now. I've long stopped thinking about those things. Why only talk about me? What about you, little sister? Is there someone you like?
You're joking, sister. I don't have anyone I like.
Are you sure?
Absolutely sure. Don't tease me, sister.
If it weren't for my past life, I really wouldn't have known that the one I thought was my kind, gentle little sister, has already gotten pregnant with Xiao Mucheng. Since you two are in cahoots, don't blame me for being ruthless. Fine, then I won't ask anymore. You should head back early, so father doesn't worry.
Don't worry, sister.
Qian.
Yes, mistress?
Send someone to follow second miss.
Yes.
Speak if you have a proposal. If not, court is dismissed. Your Majesty, I have a memorial to submit. I impeach the first prince, Xiaomuqing.
Lordly, do you know the penalty for falsely accusing a prince?
If I am lying, I shall die to atone for it. These are ledgers from 3 gambling dens south of the city. They take in 20,000 silver taels a month, a year. That's 240,000 taels. The accounts are here, every entry clear and verifiable.
This.
Your Majesty, I also wish to impeach the first prince. Last year, when floods hit Jiangnan, the court allocated 500,000 taels for relief. The first prince ordered the head of the Revenue Bureau to embezzle 100,000 taels. Yi Huai is now in the Ministry of Justice's prison and has confessed under signature. This is his written testimony. Please look it over, Your Majesty. And I impeach the first prince for bribery and corruption and selling official posts. This roster records how much silver the first prince took and which offices he promised. The silver amounts to about 300,000 taels. Your Majesty, the first prince illegally opened casinos, embezzled disaster relief funds, and sold official posts. Every single one is a grave offense that shakes the state's foundations. We implore Your Majesty to punish him severely and uphold the court's discipline.
Father, I am innocent. Someone is deliberately framing me. These ministers must have been bribed, and they colluded to frame me.
Minister Lu. Here. You are the Prime Minister, the head of all officials. This matter, what do you think?
Everyone knows, the Prime Minister's daughter once had deep feelings for the Grand Prince.
Although I don't know how these pieces of evidence were leaked, as long as Minister Lu speaks for me, today's matter still has room for maneuvering.
Your Majesty, I believe, if the Emperor violates the law, he should be punished equally with commoners. Now 3 ironclad proofs are before us. If because he's a prince we let him off lightly, how can the court's laws command respect in the future? The people of the world, how can they be convinced? I implore Your Majesty to handle this according to the law and show no leniency.
Ungrateful son, you have disappointed me too much. Guards, drag him out, give him 100 lashes, strip his court robe, make him kneel outside the Meridian Gate for a day and a night. All those involved, throw them into the imperial prison, and let the 3 judicial departments jointly try them.
Father, I am innocent. I am truly innocent.
This court is adjourned.
Your Highness, great news. The ministers jointly impeached the Grand Prince. Now the Grand Prince is being punished at the Meridian Gate. You are truly clever, Your Highness. You used others' hands to submit the evidence, and we can walk away unscathed.
I learned this from Xiaomuqing. After all, in his previous life, that's what he did. After he ascended the throne, he pinned the charges of extortion and cronyism all on my father. Now it's just tit for tat, very fair.
Your Highness, would you like to go see the first prince?
What's your name?
Your maidservant, Qingju.
Qingju. Did Xiaomuqing place you by my side? To spy on me? Or to poison me?
Your Highness, what are you saying? I don't understand.
Take her away. Beat her to death with clubs.
Yes.
Take a good look. This is what happens to those who betray their master. You eat the food of Phoenix Palace, and take the monthly pay of Phoenix Palace. Don't let a little favor make you forget who your true master is.
Your maidservant will remember Your Highness's lesson. Your Highness, why trouble yourself? Just leave it to your maidservant.
It's fine. Let's go see the first prince. 100 heavy strikes, and he's still alive.
Your Highness, watch your words. Don't let anyone hear you.
In my past life, my mother took 30 heavy strikes, and it nearly killed her. Xiaomuqing took 100, and he can still kneel. It seems the executioner was too lenient. That's right. After all, Xiaomuqing is still a prince. Who would dare really kill him? Xiaomuqing. In my past life, you made me fall from the clouds into the mud. In this life, I will make you take step by step the same path, fall into the mud, lose everything, unable to live, unable to die. Let's go.
Your Highness, aren't you watching?
What's the hurry? This is just the beginning.
Your Highness, the first prince is outside, requesting an audience.
Xiaomuqing knelt for a whole day and night. Finally he knows to come to me. Show him in. Cheng, how are your wounds? Has the imperial physician applied medicine? Last night, I was so worried something happened to you. I tossed and turned all night, couldn't eat or sleep. Look at me, my eyes are all swollen from crying.
Aran, do you know about the gambling house? Why was it exposed?
I don't know.
I only showed those account books to you. How did Censor Lee and the others find out?
If I'm not mistaken, it must be Xiao Shujian.
Second brother. Where did he get those pieces of evidence?
Cheng, think about it. If something happens to you, who benefits the most? Xiao Shujian has been eyeing the position of heir. Getting rid of you would remove his biggest rival. He's trying to kill you.
Then yesterday at court. Why didn't the Prime Minister defend me?
Your Highness, are you blaming my father? Think about it. At that time, with irrefutable evidence presented before His Majesty, all the officials were watching my father. If he spoke for you, wouldn't it confirm that the Liu family and you are colluding? Then not only would you be trapped, but the Liu family would also be dragged down.
I was inconsiderate. I wronged the Prime Minister.
The key is on him. I thought he would leave the key at his residence, but unexpectedly, even during torture, he kept it on him. It seems what's in the armory is more important than his life.
Forget it. I'm going back first. Stay indoors these days. Lay low.
Cheng, don't go. Your wounds haven't healed yet. Let me apply medicine.
Okay.
How could they be so harsh? This injury will probably take 10 days or 2 weeks to heal.
What? Are the injuries so terrible that they scared you?
Yes, how could I be scared? I only hate that the executioner was too lenient. He didn't beat you unable to stand for the rest of your life. The medicine is applied. Your Highness, remember to change the dressing on time. Don't get it wet.
Hum.
Qian.
Your Majesty, the craftsman has arrived.
Mother, dressed like this, visiting late at night, if seen by others, it would be hard to explain.
The key is here. I got the item. We can talk about cooperation now.
Big brother wears the key on him and never takes it off. You were able to, right under his nose, make a replica. Impressive skill. I wonder what mother wants me to do.
In 10 days, at the sacrificial ceremony, I want your troops to follow my orders.
Sure, how many men do you need? Just say it. My men are at your disposal. But I need some interest.
Remember what you said tonight.
Mother, aren't you afraid I'll take the key and turn against you?
Without me, you cannot take down Xiao Mucheng.
Mother sees clearly. Then I'll take it.
No problem.
Xiao Shujian, come out.
Didn't Xiao Mucheng just finish applying medicine and return home? How could he be here? If this is exposed, all our plans will fall through.
Big brother, you barged into my sleeping quarters for no reason. What do you want?
A closed door means you're hiding a beauty. This woman looks familiar.
What business is it of yours?
Why so guarded? Let me, as your brother, see which family's girl this is for you.
What are the prince's guards for? They let just anyone in.
His Highness the First Prince barged in. We couldn't stop him.
You, how dare you kick me?
You attacked my men first, brother.
Don't think I don't know. The tricks you pulled behind my back. Those ministers who impeached me. Those account books and testimonies. They were all you're doing.
Brother, do you have any evidence?
You.
Brother, you were just scolded by father today. Could it be that tomorrow you want to be impeached again?
Just wait. I will find evidence.
Fine. I'll be waiting, brother. Brother, aren't you leaving? Do you want to stay and watch me and my lady enjoy a romantic night? But you're not welcome.
You, just wait.
Xiao Mushen is already suspicious. I must return to the palace immediately.
You're leaving?
Once he sobers up and realizes, he'll come search again.
No. The armory key is missing.
Hey Cheng. Why are you back again?
Aran. I.
Is this what you lost? In your heart, is this lousy key more important than me?
Aran. I lost my head just now. It's my fault. Aran. You didn't stop me.
You've suspected me time and again. You choked me. How could I stop you?
If Aran won't forgive me, I'd rather die.
Stab it in. He's dead. All the grievances of the past life would be avenged. No. A single fatal blow is too quick. How could I let him die so easily? Forget it. I forgive you.
Aran. I knew it. You're the only one in this world who truly treats me well. You're the only one in my heart. Once the dust settles, I will definitely marry you.
These words. I've heard them too many times in my past life. Rather than waiting for a man's favor, I'd rather take control of this kingdom myself.
Your Highness. You didn't sleep again all night. There's already enough evidence.
Even at his worst, he's still a prince. Even if he makes mistakes, it can be covered up and smoothed over. I want to make sure he never gets back up again.
His Majesty is gravely ill now. His health is failing day by day. My lady, why don't you present the evidence to His Majesty sooner?
It's not enough. In His Majesty's heart, he still cares for that son.
Then, my lady, do you intend to support the second prince's ascension?
What do you think of Xiao Mucheng and Xiao Shujian?
The first prince is ruthless. He holds grudges and seeks revenge. The second prince is calculating. And hard to read. Whomever you choose, my lady, you're bargaining with tigers.
You're right. So the two of them. I will choose neither. The one in the cold palace. He has no maternal clan, no imperial favor. Perfect.
You're going to support the third prince, my lady.
Put him on the throne. Only then can I become Empress Dowager and rule from behind the curtain. Then the Liu family will truly be safe.
I'll go to the cold palace now and bring the third prince here. Your Highness. The first prince requests an audience.
The sacrificial ceremony is in 7 days. He's really impatient, isn't he? You may leave.
Yes.
Aran. In 7 days, the sacrificial ceremony will take place.
Yes. This day. I've waited too long for it.
Aran. Once I ascend the throne, I will marry you properly. Then you will be my empress. No one can stop me.
The throne, this seat, is not for you to sit on. Tomorrow, I will finally realize my wish. No. I'm on my period.
Never mind. There will be plenty of time later. I remember there was a little maid called Qingju in your palace. Why hasn't she been seen lately?
Qingju, the spy planted by my side. You sure remember her well. Why are you so interested in a little maid? Oh, her. She supposedly wanted to elope with her lover, but before she could escape the palace gates, the guards caught her. She was beaten to death on the spot. She was quite devoted. What a pity.
I see. Just a servant girl. Not worth your concern. Don't overwork yourself. In the future, I will find you a few more capable maids to serve you well. This is calming incense. May you sleep well tonight.
You are thoughtful, Your Highness. Calming incense. In my past life, my body grew weaker each day. I couldn't even stand. It was all because of this incense.
Third prince. This is Her Highness the Empress.
Your son pays respects to Her Highness.
According to custom, you should call me Mother Empress.
I.
From today onward, you will live in Fengshi Palace. If you lack anything, or need anything, just say the word.
I don't need anything. Just not being in the cold palace is already good enough.
In my past life, I had no impression of this third prince at all. I only remember he grew up in the cold palace. After Xiao Mucheng ascended the throne, he was executed. It was truly pitiful. From now on, you must study hard, train in martial arts, you have a lot to learn. But I will teach you slowly.
Thank you.
Your Highness.
Why are you here again? Didn't I say, before the ceremony, you should stay away from my mansion?
Your Highness, I have something urgent. I'm pregnant.
What did you say?
I'm carrying your child. Your Highness, you can't abandon me.
The sacrificial ceremony is in a few days. After the ceremony, I will give you an explanation.
What explanation? That's what you said before. But I've been waiting and waiting. And what did I get? You go to Fengshi Palace every day. Your eyes and heart are all for my sister.
Shut up. Who do you think you are? If you were the legitimate daughter of the Liu family, why would I bother coaxing Liu Zhiran?
But she's already in the palace. Why can't you still marry me? Just because she's the legitimate daughter? So you're still keeping the position of wife for her?
Leander. After tomorrow's ceremony, the world will be mine. Then I will surely marry you.
Really? Don't deceive me, Your Highness.
All right. Go back and take good care of the baby, and stop running around. Otherwise people might get suspicious and ruin the big plan.
Liu Zhiran, since childhood, you've had everything. Even the person I love, you have to monopolize. Why?
Have you heard? The Empress is in the cold palace, setting up an altar and performing rituals, cursing His Majesty.
Really? That's a crime punishable by death.
Absolutely true. Someone in the cold palace saw it with their own eyes. The Empress's personal jewelry was used as a talisman in the ritual.
But I think the Empress usually treats people kindly. You never know someone's true heart. If His Majesty finds out, it won't just be execution, it could mean extermination of the whole clan.
Who gave you the audacity to gossip about the Empress?
Mother, Your Majesty, I deserve death.
What you were just saying. Where did you hear it?
Your Majesty, I heard it from the laundry workers. They said someone saw in the cold palace Your Majesty's jewelry. Now the whole harem is buzzing, saying Your Majesty is plotting rebellion.
Enough. How dare you speculate based on rumors? Go receive 30 lashes first.
The rumors may have already reached the Emperor. Once these charges are proven true, not just me, the entire Liu family will go to the execution block with me. Your Majesty, with all these rumors in the palace, I willingly accept punishment.
You. How dare you?
Your Majesty, I am innocent. Those rumors I truly have no idea.
Enough. I'm not dead yet, and you're already eyeing my throne?
I am wronged. Ever since I entered the palace, I've served Your Majesty diligently, never daring to overstep. Where these rumors came from, I have no idea. Yet I've already been accused of curses and treason.
The Empress's words do make sense. Rumors have no foundation. If we don't get to the bottom of this, the harem will be restless.
Granted, hear my decree. Have Minister Zhou Zheng of the Court of Judicial Review investigate personally. Within 3 days, I want an answer. If it turns out you really did those things, I will not spare you.
Your Majesty, I've traced the rumor in the palace to this maid in the laundry bureau saying you were in the cold palace and saw something with your own eyes.
Your Majesty, have mercy. My lord, have mercy. I didn't see it with my own eyes, it was the head maid who told me.
Say, who put you up to framing me?
Spare me, my lord. Someone gave me silver and told me to say that.
Who was that person?
It was the second young lady of the Liu family and her dowry made queer.
Take her away, Your Highness. All the evidence points to the second young lady of the Liu family, Liu Leander. What happens next? I'd rather not get involved. I leave it to you, Your Highness.
Thank you for your trouble, Lord Zhou. These confessions, I will present them before His Majesty tomorrow morning.
Sister, what are you doing? What wrong have I done to deserve this from you?
Don't you know what you've done? Your maid Kuya has confessed everything. Cursing the Emperor is a capital offense punishable by the extermination of your entire family. Do you want to drag the entire Liu family to die with you?
Sister, I was just foolish for a moment. I admit I was wrong. I truly know I was wrong. I was wrong.
Guards, drag her out. And give her 50 lashes.
You can't hit me. Sister, you can't touch me.
Can't touch you. Tell me, why can't I touch you?
What's going on? I could hear the commotion from afar.
Your Highness, save me. Sister is going to beat me to death.
Your Highness, are you here to plead for Liana?
Of course not. I have no connection with her. Why would I plead for her?
Your Highness. I'm pregnant. I'm carrying your child.
How dare you? What nonsense are you talking about?
I'm not talking nonsense. Your Highness, you know very well. That night, you personally said you would marry me.
Utter nonsense. I have been pure and innocent with you. When did we ever have an affair? You have some nerve. How dare you slander a prince?
Your Highness. How could you treat me like this?
You crazy woman, full of lies. Drag her out and execute the punishment now.
Xiao Mucheng. You're not human. You'll die a miserable death.
Aren. Don't let trifles ruin your mood. I have absolutely nothing to do with her. Trust me.
Of course I trust you, Your Highness.
You can't do this to me. I carry the Emperor's grandson in my belly.
My lady, the second young lady is bleeding below.
My lady. The flogging hasn't finished yet. The second young lady has already miscarried.
Greed is like a snake swallowing an elephant. She brought it on herself. Drag her back to the Liu family and keep her under guard. This day has finally come.
First bow, may the world have favorable weather. Second bow, may the borders be peaceful and no more war. Third bow, may the people live in peace. May the nation prosper forever. Assassin, protect the Emperor. Quick, protect the Emperor.
Your Majesty, I'm on my way.
Just like in my past life. Xiao Mucheng got inspection authority. He moved most of the Imperial Guard early. The assassins fought right into the main hall, going straight for the Emperor's life. A staged show, using assassins to kill the Emperor, claim credit for protecting him, and blame the Liu family. 3 birds with 1 stone.
Rest easy, Your Highness. Our men were set up long ago. The second prince's private army all changed into Imperial Guard uniforms. They blend in with the guards. The assassins won't get in.
Let them fight. The longer it goes, the more we'll gain from their conflict.
Your Highness, Your Majesty is on the verge of death. Please go to the main hall at once.
Rest easy, Your Highness. I'll stand guard outside. No one will get in.
Empress, the decree is in my sleeve. Pass it to.
Your Majesty, this time you won't get your way. After all, your precious son, if he takes the throne, my Liu family will be doomed. Xiao Mucheng, in this life and the last, this score I'm going to settle with you. Your Majesty. His Majesty has passed away. On his deathbed, he left an imperial edict. Ministers, receive the decree. By the grace of heaven, the Emperor decrees, third Prince Xiao Yunheng, virtuous and talented, respectful and filial, shall succeed to the throne. Empress Liu, wise and virtuous, is hereby appointed to rule as regent behind the curtain. Thus it is decreed.
The third prince? That third prince from the cold palace? Appointing the youngest over the eldest, where are the rights and laws? The first prince is the legitimate eldest. By ancestral tradition, he should inherit the throne. This edict is improper.
The third prince is young. As the Dowager Empress, I'll temporarily oversee state affairs, hold court and govern. My ministers, any objections?
Enough. Father's succession should go to the legitimate eldest, not him. This edict must be fake. You all heard me. This morning, father summoned me to discuss affairs. He never mentioned appointing the third prince.
The first prince has a point. The third prince is of low birth. The edict lacks the chancellor's countersignature. It's indeed irregular.
Liu Jiran, hand over the imperial seal. I'll let bygones be bygones. Otherwise, forging an edict and what punishment that carries, you know better than I.
You've said a lot, first prince. I only have one question for you. Do you intend to defy the decree?
A fake decree is not worth defying.
You just said this edict lacks His Majesty's handwriting. May I ask where you were when His Majesty was attacked? The inspection authority for the ritual ceremony was in your hands. It just so happens that the assassin struck during your shift, fighting into the altar. Do you dare to say you weren't in league with them?
Don't you slander me. Fine. Fine. Since you won't appreciate kindness, don't blame me for being ruthless. Make your move. Seize this witch empress who forged the edict and usurped the throne. Take her.
Empress Dowager, the Imperial Guards have all been rotated. The first prince's former subordinates, 47 in total, have all been taken to the Imperial prison.
Liu Jiran, it was you who pulled the strings.
The first prince, Xiao Muqing, colluded with assassins, conspired to usurp the throne. The evidence is conclusive. Guards, arrest him. Take him to the imperial prison.
Lu Jiran, you forged the imperial edict. You will get what's coming to you. Do you think that little darling will sit securely on the dragon throne? Do you think the second prince will let you off? You witch of an empress dowager.
My ministers. Any objections?
Long live the emperor, 10,000 years. Long live the empress dowager, 1,000 years. Your Majesty, the first prince, Xiao Muqing, has been imprisoned and awaits judgment.
Xiao Muqing colluded with assassins, conspired to usurp the throne, and the evidence is conclusive. According to the laws of Great Liang, he should be executed by slow slicing and his family exterminated to the 3rd degree.
Empress Dowager, allow me to speak. Although the first prince's crime is unforgivable, he is still the bloodline of the late emperor. If we impose the death penalty, it may tarnish the new dynasty's reputation for benevolence. I beg the Empress Dowager to show leniency.
Xiao Shujian, you performed this act quite well. All the officials in court saw you pleading for your elder brother. Who still remembers that you were also a contender in the struggle for the throne? What you said is reasonable. Issue my decree. Xiao Muqing is stripped of his prince title, deposed to commoner, exiled to the northern frontier, and forbidden to return to the capital forever. Xiao Shujian, at a time of national crisis, stepped forward. His loyalty is commendable. I hereby appoint him regent prince to assist the new emperor in governing.
I thank you for your grace, Empress Dowager.
Your Highness, I don't understand. Why did you appoint him regent prince?
Xiao Shujian secretly purchased horse pastures and raised private troops. The entire court doesn't know. If after I took down Xiao Muqing, I then moved against him, people would say I'm eliminating dissenters and being merciless. Appointing him regent prince. First, to soothe his mind. Second, to show the world. As for military power, those private troops of his, I've already made arrangements.
You mean?
When the Imperial Guard changes posts, we'll scatter his men, and incorporate them into various battalions. In name, it's a reorganization, but in reality, it's a depowering. Xiao Shujian. In my past life, you were my greatest rival. In this life, I won't give you any chance to turn things around.
Your Highness, His Majesty is tired. I'll first escort His Majesty back to his chambers to rest.
Go ahead. Be careful on the way. Don't catch a cold. Since you're here, no need to hide.
Aren't you afraid I'll kill you?
My father is powerful and influential. Half the civil officials at court are his disciples. Whether it's you or Xiao Muqing, the first thing after ascending the throne would be to strip my Lu family of power. At best, removal from office. At worst, the entire family perishes. Xiao Shujian. I don't want to gamble.
So from start to finish, you were deceiving me. Why? I schemed for 10 years. Came so close to the throne. Why should I back down? Why does Xiao Muqing get to compete but not me?
The one who killed your mother back then wasn't me. Recently, I uncovered many old truths in the palace. 10 years ago, your mother was poisoned. The evidence clearly pointed to the then favorite consort Lu, but the one placed under house arrest was you, a child. That night, you lost your loving mother, and saw the coldness of this palace. You hated your father for not uncovering the truth. Hated him for protecting consort Lu and burying the case, so you wanted to seize the throne. In the end, it's about revenge. At first, I didn't understand why the late emperor's illness dragged on for 2 years, the imperial physicians helpless. Until the day he died, I saw that string of prayer beads on his wrist fall to the ground. The beads shattered, and a black worm crawled out. And that string of beads is exactly the same as the one I saw in your hall. The late emperor had several sons. Excluding those who died young, the 3 surviving sons all hated him.
So you know everything. Since you found out, why play this charade with me?
I wasn't acting. Everything I did was to protect myself. Making you the regent was for public show. Stripping you of military power was to secure a way out for my Lu family. But I didn't finish you off.
How did you find out? About my mother?
Your mother's case file was sealed in the Imperial Medical Archives for 10 years. I had Zhou Zheng, under the guise of investigation, retrieve the old files. Consort Lu's bribing of the Imperial physician, with his signed confession, is still there. Want to see it? I'll have it sent over tomorrow.
10 years. I've hated for 10 years. Hated my father for not finding out the truth. Hated the Liu family for standing by. Hated myself for being too young then. Couldn't do anything. In the end, I even picked the wrong enemy to hate. I have no way back now.
Your Highness?
Reporting to the Empress Dowager. The new emperor has ascended. It is time to enact benevolent governance. Your servant requests a tax reduction for the capital region. Open the granaries to relieve last year's disaster victims.
Approved. Issue my decree. Starting this year, taxes in the 3 prefectures around the capital shall be reduced by 30%. Each prefecture shall open its granaries and distribute grain to relieve the disaster victims. Furthermore, order the Ministry of Personnel to investigate corruption among officials. Any reported corruption, once verified, will be severely punished.
Empress Dowager, the position of Vice Minister of Revenue is vacant. Your servant requests to transfer Commissioner Zhao of the Jiangnan Salt Transport to fill the post.
Vice Minister of Revenue, I have already made arrangements. Promote Su Wenqing from the Revenue Ministry to Vice Minister. Promote Commissioner Zhao to Surveillance Commissioner of Jiangnan. A lateral move, so neither is delayed.
Your servant obeys.
You've even arranged the candidate for the Revenue Ministry. Seems I really underestimated you.
Today, your servant shall tell your majesty about the territory of our great Liang. North to Mount Yan, south to Lingnan, east to the East Sea, west to Liangzhou. Does your majesty know, among these 4 directions, which is the most important?
The northern border. Beyond it are the barbarians. Every autumn and winter they raid southward.
Your majesty is wise. When the late emperor was alive, 100,000 troops were stationed at the northern border, costing 3 million taels of silver annually. Now that the new dynasty has just been established, the northern garrison commander, veteran Duke Weiguo, he campaigned with the late emperor for many years, loyal and devoted, but has a fiery temper and disobeys orders from the court.
Mother Empress.
Father is telling your majesty about the northern border.
Indeed. Your majesty is very attentive to border defense. Just now he asked me about Duke Weiguo.
Eat your pastries first before studying. Your majesty is still growing. You mustn't forget to eat while reading.
Mother Empress, your son wishes to learn horseback archery.
Why the sudden interest in horseback archery?
Books say a wise ruler must be skilled in both letters and arms. Your son will personally lead a campaign to the northern border, to keep the barbarians beyond Mount Yan. That way, Mother Empress won't have to worry about border defense.
Good. Tomorrow, let your maternal grandfather find you a horseback archery tutor.
Your Highness, a letter from the northern frontier. General Yuan asks when we'll start.
Reply and tell him to wait another 3 months. There are still matters to handle in the capital.
Yes.
Mother, I already know who harmed you. But I've been planning for this throne for 10 years. Not for justice. It's to make everyone remember your name. So, no matter the truth, I have to keep going on this path.
Your Majesty, flooding in Jiangnan. 3 prefectures and 12 counties are affected. Over 100,000 victims. The Ministry of Revenue has allocated 300,000 taels for relief. But after the silver reached the prefectures, it was greatly reduced. Less than 30% reached the victims. I suspect someone along the way intercepted and embezzled it.
30%. 300,000 taels, less than 100,000 remain. Where did the missing 200,000 taels go?
I have investigated. The Canal Transport Bureau colluded with 3 prefectures along the route to intercept the relief funds. As for the governor of the Canal Transport Bureau, he is a former subordinate of His Highness the Regent. He was recommended for the post by the Regent back then.
Are you implying, Lord Su, that I am involved in the embezzlement case?
I am impeaching the governor of the Canal Transport Bureau for embezzling relief funds, but I have also determined that His Highness the Regent has no direct involvement in this case. Although the governor was recommended by the Regent, his embezzlement occurred in the past 2 years, and the Regent has long ceased handling canal transport affairs. If there is any connection, it would be negligence in recommendation.
What a Lu Jiren. Using a case I can't refute, she both strikes at my people and saves face for me.
The governor of the Canal Transport Bureau embezzled relief funds. Dismiss him and investigate. Throw him into the imperial prison. The regent was negligent in his recommendation. Forfeit 3 months' salary. And reflect on his mistakes at home for 7 days.
I obey your decree.
In this case of the Jiangnan relief funds, you did well. But in the future, you don't have to handle everything personally.
I understand. Your Majesty, although the governor has been removed, his position is now vacant. The regent will certainly recommend a new candidate.
No need to wait for his recommendation. The position of Canal Transport Governor at tomorrow's morning court. I will personally appoint someone. Let Minister Li recommend an impartial candidate, neither from the regent's faction nor from the Liu family.
Your Majesty, this means?
The new dynasty has just been established. I can't let people think I'm sidelining the regent. The position of Grand Canal Commissioner should go to a neutral faction.
Yes.
And the same for other positions. The rule is, for key posts, 30% to the regent's people, to keep them at ease, 30% to our own people, to stabilize the situation, the rest to the neutrals, so no one can find fault.
But the regent's side, I'm afraid, won't let this slide.
Of course he won't, but what he lacks most now is time. I've confined him to reflect for 7 days. Enough for him to rearrange his affairs. And enough for me to purge the Canal Transport Bureau top to bottom. Xiao Shujian, the people you've planted in the court, I'll uproot one by one. I'll save you enough face. If you're smart, you should know now is the best time to back off.
Your Highness, the Grand Canal Commissioner has been removed. Our people in the Canal Transport Bureau have been purged by 70%. The Empress Dowager moved very quickly. She gave us no time to react.
She confined me to reflect for 7 days. I can't leave for these 7 days. All news must come through you. She knows that. That's why she chose this moment to strike.
Your Highness, we still have 30% of our people left. Should we?
Don't move. Tell them to stay put. Don't make any moves. Lu Jiren left me 30%. She's testing me. If I make a move, she'll know I still have a backup plan. If I don't move, she'll become suspicious. She likes chess, doesn't she? Then I'll play along. Let her think I have no moves left.
Yes. There's one more thing, a letter from the northern border. General Yuan's side is ready.
Not yet. The foundation here in the capital hasn't been completely uprooted yet. First, stabilize it. Tell General Yuan to await my signal. Lu Jiren, you think you're purging my people, but among your own people, there are those waiting to bite you back at the critical moment.
You must be tired, Your Majesty. This is specifically cooling tea prepared for Your Majesty. To beat the heat.
Which palace are you from? I haven't seen you before.
I am from the Laundry Bureau. Recently transferred to serve in the Imperial presence. Your Majesty doesn't recognize me, that's only natural.
The tea is good. What's your name?
My name is Kaiwei.
Your Majesty, the Empress Dowager invites you to Fengqi Palace for dinner.
Kaiwei. Transferred from the Laundry Bureau.
Yes. They said there's a shortage of staff everywhere lately, so they borrowed a group of maids to serve at court. This Kaiwei is one of them.
Investigate her background. When did she enter the palace? How long was she in the Laundry Bureau? Who transferred her to the court?
Yes.
Xiao Shujian, I won't touch you, but you're scheming against His Majesty instead.
Empress Dowager, I've looked into Kaiwei's background. She entered the palace 2 years ago and has been working in the Laundry Bureau ever since. She never had contact with any outside officials. This transfer to the court was arranged by the head of the Imperial Household Department. All procedures are in order. I see no issues. The problem is, the Empress Dowager never ordered any transfers from the Laundry Bureau.
Then someone gave the order in my name. Entered the palace 2 years ago. 2 years ago was exactly when Xiao Mucheng and Xiao Shujian were vying for the throne, the most intense time. Planting someone in the palace back then, and activating them 2 years later, perfectly avoids suspicion.
Empress Dowager, shall I arrest her directly?
No need. If we arrest Kaiwei, we'll lose the connection to her handler, keep her, and let him feel safe. Then have someone watch her closely. Who she meets every day, what she says, and where she passes messages. I want to see if she's backed by Xiao Shujian or the remnants of Xiao Mucheng's faction left in the palace. I heard from Qianqian that the other day in the Imperial Garden, you served His Majesty some herbal tea. You're quite thoughtful.
Your Highness, I just saw His Majesty sweating profusely and worried he might get heat stroke.
You've been in the Laundry Bureau for 2 years. You're quick with your hands. The Phoenix Palace is short one maid to clean the study. Starting today, you'll serve in the Phoenix Palace.
Thank you, Your Highness, for your grace.
Your Highness, keeping her by your side isn't that too risky?
If I put her elsewhere, I'd still have to assign someone to watch her. With her in the Phoenix Palace, what she does every day, who she meets, what she touches, you'll see it all clearly. The safest place is the most dangerous. That's the illusion I want to give her. For me, having her right under my nose is actually the safest. Place this letter in the study tonight.
Your Highness, this is a letter to Chancellor Liu. It says you're meeting secretly with the border commander.
It's fake. Written specifically for Kaiwei to see.
Chancellor Liu is meeting secretly with the border commander. Is this information reliable?
The note is hidden in the Phoenix Palace. In the secret compartment of the study. During Her Highness's breaks from reviewing memorials, she once wrote something on it.
Lu Jiran, when news of your father's secret meeting with the border commander reaches me, such damning information. How did you let it be stolen? Ignore it.
Your Highness.
This letter is fake. Lu Jiran is far too cautious to let a newly transferred maid get into the study so easily. She's fishing. You're the bait. Go back and do nothing. She tells you to clean the study, just clean it. Don't look at what you shouldn't see, don't touch what you shouldn't touch. You want me to take the fake evidence and impeach your father at court. But I won't fall for it.
Your Majesty, urgent dispatch from the northern border. Heavy snow has fallen in the north. The border tribes have run out of supplies. They've started raiding southward. General Junbei requests the court to allocate an additional 200,000 taels of military pay to prepare for war.
Empress Dowager. The border troops have not received supplies for years. Their morale is low. Now the border situation is tense. Allocating supplies is urgent. I am willing to use taxes from my fief to advance 50,000 taels to address the immediate crisis.
That move was brilliant. Volunteering his own fief taxes makes him look like he prioritizes state affairs, and he knows I just allocated from Jiangnan 300,000 taels for disaster relief. The Ministry of Revenue has little silver left. If I refuse, it seems I disregard border defense. If I accept, I owe him a favor. The Prince Regent prioritizes state affairs. I am very pleased. However, the northern military pay should be handled by the Ministry of Revenue. Issue my decree. From this winter's tax revenue, allocate 200,000 taels and ship directly to the north. No need to go through local prefectures. Additionally, send my personal order to Duke Weguo. Once the funds arrive, ask him to personally verify and record them. I hear that the northern soldiers lack winter clothing. Instruct the Imperial Household Department to rush production of 30,000 cotton coats. Send them together with the military pay to the north. As for the Prince Regent's 50,000 taels of tax, keep them to aid your fief's people.
I obey your decree.
Your Majesty, it's dark and the road is slippery. Let me light the way for you.
You again. Your name is Kaiwei, right?
Your Majesty remembers my name. It's getting cold. Your Majesty, take care of yourself.
Kaiwei, tell me. When one person is kind to another, is it out of genuine care? Or because that person is useful?
Your Majesty, is something on your mind?
Your Majesty, the Empress Dowager requests your presence at Fengqi Palace. Tonight, there's your favorite osmanthus sugar lotus root.
Really? I'll go at once.
Kaiwei, cleaning so late?
Qianqian, dust on the top shelf. I'm afraid the Empress Dowager will need those books tomorrow, so I'm wiping them clean.
Be careful when you clean. Don't disturb her ladyship's things.
She's seen it.
As you instructed, I left her alone in the study for about 1 incense stick's time. Sure enough, she copied the letter's contents. Your ladyship, shall we apprehend her now?
No rush. The content she copied is exactly what I wanted Xiao Shujian to see. Let her spread the news. That way Xiao Shujian will believe she hasn't been exposed. Send word to Chancellor Lu. In the next few days, if any court official impeaches him for private correspondence with the border, tell him not to worry. Everything is going according to plan.
Empress Dowager, please have some tea.
Kaiwei, you've been in the laundry bureau for 2 years. Do you know a maid named Cye?
Your Majesty, there are many maids in the laundry bureau. I can't remember clearly.
Claire is Lu Liana's dowry maid. Recently, for stealing my jewelry and spreading rumors, she was taken by the Grand Court. The confession has been signed. In her confession, she mentioned that in the laundry bureau, there is a maid named Kaiwei, who is from the same village.
Your Majesty, please see clearly. Claire is indeed from my hometown, but I am not familiar with her. What she did outside, I know nothing about.
I didn't say you knew. Rise. Do your job well. I won't wrong an innocent person.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Your ladyship, what you just said, will she believe it?
Whether she believes it or not doesn't matter. What matters is that she'll panic. When people panic, they make mistakes. Once she makes a mistake, it's easy to handle.
Your Highness, the news from Kaiwei matches what our people in the north have found. Duke Wei indeed received Prime Minister Lu's secret letter. It concerns army provisions. Army provisions.
That's all?
On the surface, yes. But if we dig deeper, Prime Minister Lu and Duke Wei are old friends. Duke Wei commands 100,000 elite troops, stationed in the north year-round. If the Empress Dowager wants to ally with Duke Wei under the pretext of border defense, to move troops.
No. Last time, she deliberately leaked information to make me impeach Prime Minister Liu. She wanted me to embarrass myself in court. This time, she had Kai Wei steal the contents of the secret letter. The same trick, she wouldn't use it twice.
Your Highness means this time it's real?
Half true, half false. It's not easy to move against Duke Wei, but we can go after Prime Minister Liu. At tomorrow's morning court, I will personally impeach him. Your subject, Xiao Shijian, has a memorial to present. Your Majesty, I impeach Chancellor Liu Boan for colluding with border generals, harboring ill intentions. I have received secret reports that Prime Minister Liu and Duke Wei of the North have exchanged multiple secret letters concerning troop movements. A border general colluding with a court chancellor is a grave taboo.
Prince Regent, the secret letters you mentioned. Are these them? These letters are indeed Prime Minister Liu's correspondence with Duke Wei. Their contents have been reported to me. They discuss the allocation of military provisions in the north and the number of winter coats to be made. Every letter is filed in the Ministry of War. If the Prince Regent doesn't believe me, you can check now. The Prince Regent's impeachment of interference by the Empress Dowager's relatives shows your loyalty. But I want to know, Your Highness, from where did you obtain the contents of these letters?
I received an anonymous letter, likely someone trying to stir up trouble. I was negligent, and was used as a pawn. I admit my failure to investigate.
Since it's a misunderstanding, I will not pursue it further. But from now on, if the Prince Regent has doubts, you can directly come and ask me. No need to go around in circles.
I thank Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, in court today, the Regent's expression, I was behind the curtain, and saw it clearly. He thought he had obtained solid evidence, but ended up with egg on his face.
This time, his impeachment of my father used the excuse of an anonymous tip-off. That excuse shows he doesn't dare to expose Kai Wei as the source. He still wants to keep her for future use. Then it'll be easy. From now on, the information Kai Wei passes out will be half truth, half lies. Today, I will issue an imperial decree. Regent Xiao Shijian, since taking on the role of regent, has repeatedly failed in his duties. As of today, Xiao Shijian is stripped of his title as regent, and in theft as Prince An. Within 3 months, he must return to his fiefdom. Without a decree, he may not enter the capital.
Your subject accepts the decree.
The regent has worked for the state for years, so I bestow 1,000 taels of gold, and 100 mu of fertile land. I hope you will rest well in your fiefdom.
Jiran. You sending Xiao Shijian back to his fiefdom will definitely not make him sit still. In the north, what if he colludes with other princes?
If he doesn't go to his fiefdom, he'll find other ways to contact the north. Rather than letting him operate secretly in the capital, it's better to let him go where we can keep a better eye on him. In these 3 months, he will definitely accelerate his plans. When he's in a hurry, he's more likely to make mistakes. When he makes mistakes, we can catch him red-handed, and take him down in one fell swoop.
You mean we wait for him to make the first move?
Yes. Stripping him of his title as regent is just the first step. Next, I'll gradually take back the real power in his hands. No rush, one step at a time.
Your Highness, news from the palace, Liu Jiran has already begun reducing the personnel in our fiefdom.
Expected. She gave me 3 months to return to my fiefdom. She wants to kick me out of the capital first, then deal with me slowly. Then I'll give her what she wants. We leave in 3 days, back to the fiefdom.
What about the north?
We'll pass through Qingzhou on the way. General Yuan's men will meet us there. No rush. She wants 3 months. I'll give her 3 months.
Today, I will brief your majesty on the northwestern border defense. West of Liangzhou are the Qiang people. North of Liangzhou are the barbarian tribes. If these two forces join hands, Liangzhou will be in danger.
So the commander of Liangzhou must deal with both enemies at once. In my opinion, we can pacify the Qiang people. The Qiang live by water and grass. As long as we open border markets and supply food, they won't easily invade Tianjin Prefecture. As for the barbarians, we must fight. The barbarians don't honor treaties, they only respond to force.
Your Majesty's insight, even I, your old minister, might not have thought it through so thoroughly. Who taught your Majesty?
Mother taught me. She said the northern frontier is complex. We can't just rely on military force, nor can we just seek peace. We must distinguish who are friends and who are enemies, and then treat them differently.
Finally, it's over. Day after day, it's such a headache. Ugh.
When will you ever look at me and see that I've grown up?
His Majesty came last night.
Yes. His Majesty saw that you were asleep and didn't allow me to wake you.
From now on, when I am reviewing memorials, don't let him in.
Your Majesty. His Majesty just wants you to rest more.
He has grown up. He should understand that his dependence on me is too great, and that's not good.
I pay my respects to Mother. Mother, what have I done wrong?
Your Majesty has done nothing wrong. Why do you ask that?
Then why have you these past few days refused to see me? You won't let me into the study, and you won't let me eat dinner with you. Even today, when you admired the flowers, you didn't call me. Before, whatever you did, you always brought me along.
Stand up first. Sit here. How old is your Majesty this year?
You know, Mother.
When the late Emperor was your age, he could already review memorials independently. You now have the Grand Tutor to guide you, and court officials to assist you. You don't need to come to me for everything. An emperor must stand on his own. He cannot rely on his mother forever.
Are you trying to push me away, Mother?
It's not pushing away. It's teaching you to walk on your own.
I don't want to walk alone.
But the more I am by your side, the more you confuse dependence with affection.
What's wrong, Your Majesty? You look so pale.
It's nothing. It's just, I had a few words with Mother.
Did you and the Empress Dowager argue? The Empress Dowager is busy with state affairs every day, she's bound to be exhausted. Your Majesty is still young, she wants to bear the burden herself, and hand it over when you're older.
But I don't want to be pushed away by Mother.
Then prove it to the Empress Dowager, that you are no longer a child. If Your Majesty can handle affairs independently, the Empress Dowager will naturally feel reassured.
Your Majesty, His Majesty returned to his bedchamber today and has been reading memorials ever since. He hasn't rested yet. Your Majesty, are you being too harsh on His Majesty? He is still just a child.
He is the Emperor. An emperor cannot remain a child forever. I would rather he hate me now than later, because he cannot live without me, do something irreparable. In my past life, I gave all my feelings, and in the end, I got a cup of poisoned wine. In this life, I don't want to gamble again. Xiao Shujian left the capital a month ago. The tax revenue accounts from his fief just arrived. It's down 40% from last year. They say there was a drought in his fief this year, poor harvest. But I had people check. His fief has had favorable weather this year. The grain output is up 20% from previous years.
He moved the silver elsewhere.
Not just the silver. The garrison roster of his fief doesn't match either. The registered troops should be 2,000, but when inspected, only less than 800 showed up. The remaining 1,000 or so are unaccounted for.
A movement of over 1,000 men can't be without a trace. Have the prefectures along the way reported anything?
No. That means he didn't take the official roads. Either he split them up and moved them in batches, or he used the secret paths in the mountains. Do you remember how he raised private troops in Sichuan? Now he's turned his fief into a larger Sichuan.
Jiran, if he really plans to raise an army, we need to prepare defenses in the capital early.
The Imperial Guard is already being rotated from Donghua Gate to Zhengu Gate, all replaced with my people. Also, I've also sent Censor Li to Qingzhou under the pretext of inspection. On the surface, he's checking taxes, but in reality, he's probing his strength. But these arrangements are still missing one piece. I need someone who can, in the court, legitimately reject every request from the regent. That's what we need. Your Majesty should learn to rule on your own. From now on during morning court, I'll let Your Majesty take the lead first, and then you can assist from the side. I've kept the position behind the beaded curtain, but I won't speak up on every matter.
Good. Your Majesty has made great progress these past months. He should be given more experience. Your Majesty, this is today's urgent report from the Ministry of War. 3 barbarian tribes are gathering at the border. Duke Wegwo is requesting reinforcements. Your Majesty, please decide on this matter.
Reinforcements can wait. Those 3 tribes have never gotten along. This gathering is most likely for winter supplies, not to attack the city. My opinion is to send an envoy with grain to negotiate. Give them grain and make them withdraw. If they refuse to withdraw, then we can discuss reinforcements.
Your Majesty, why not just send reinforcements directly?
Reinforcements would cost huge military funds, and it would make the barbarians think we're scared. Better to be diplomatic first. Besides, Mother said anything that can be solved with silver shouldn't resort to weapons. Armed conflict should always be the last resort.
Your Majesty, you've grown so much. Once you've approved this memorial, send it directly to the Ministry of War. No need to send it to Phoenix Rest Palace.
But what about Mother? Shouldn't she see it?
The Grand Empress Dowager instructed that from today onward, routine state affairs are to be decided by Your Majesty alone.
I understand.
Your Highness, we have news from Xiao Shujian. Imperial Censor Li sent a secret report from Qingzhou.
Present it.
Censor Li also found something else. The reason Xiao Shujian hasn't moved yet is that he's looking for someone.
Who?
Another prince of the late emperor. 6th Prince Xiao Yunche. Back then, because his mother was convicted, he was demoted to commoner and disappeared while being exiled to Lingnan. Xiao Shujian has been searching for him. He wants to use his name to raise an army and restore order.
Xiao Shujian. You usurp the throne yourself. Still, you find it unjust. So you seek another bloodline of the late emperor as a front. That's a ruthless move. If he finds the 6th prince, this rebellion won't just be your ambition alone. It will be a war to legitimize the late emperor's bloodline. Where is the 6th prince now?
His whereabouts are unknown. Xiao Shujian has been searching for 3 years. Recently, he sent more men to Lingnan and found new leads.
We must not let him find him. Immediately reply to Censor Li. Use all available resources to find the 6th prince before him. Once found, send him to the capital at once. I will arrange for his placement personally. Your Majesty, what brings you here? Don't you have archery and riding class today?
I have a memorial that I'm not sure about. I wanted Mother to take a look.
This memorial can be approved by Your Majesty yourself. The plan is detailed and thorough. If you find it feasible, you can directly approve it in red. You don't need to ask me about everything.
But before, it was always Mother who reviewed them for me.
That was then. This is now. You manage the northern border military affairs. The Yellow River levee repairs certainly shouldn't be too hard for you.
Mother, did I do something wrong? That upset you?
You didn't do anything wrong.
Then why are you deliberately distancing yourself from me? Before, I saw you every day. Now, I only see you once every few days. And you leave everything for me to handle alone. You used to have meals with me. Now, every time you use reviewing memorials as an excuse. You're not like this.
People can't stay forever in the past.
But I don't want to change. I don't want to be alone. In that hall. Before, in the cold palace, I was alone too. Later, Mother took me out. I thought I would never be alone again. But now Mother is going to leave me alone again.
You are not alone. You have the Grand Tutor to teach you. You have the Imperial Guards to teach you archery and riding. You have all the court officials to assist you. Mother is just stepping back, not leaving. Your Majesty, this throne is yours to sit on, not Mother's. Mother is just standing behind you, supporting you. One day, you will have to face everyone on your own. Including Mother. Xiao Shujian has been in his fief for so long. On the surface, he behaves, but in reality, he has been secretly recruiting soldiers. According to spy reports, his private army in the fief has expanded to 5,000 men. Plus Yuan-Tai's forces in the northern border. If these 2 forces unite, they would have at least 10,000 elite soldiers.
10,000 elite soldiers are not a threat yet. The Imperial Guards have 30,000. The local garrisons add up to 100,000. The problem is, if he raises troops at the same time, we have to split our forces. If the northern barbarians take advantage, he and Yuan-Tai could revolt simultaneously.
So we cannot let him and Yuan-Tai rise together. We must, before they officially join forces, first take out one of them.
Yuan Tai is far in the northern border, beyond our reach. But Xiao Shujian is in his fief. Every move he makes is under our watch.
Xiao Shujian recently submitted a memorial, requesting to return to the capital for a report. His reason is that his mother's death anniversary is near, and he wants to pay respects in person. This reason I cannot refuse. He chose to return now. He must have some scheme. Either to probe the court situation, or to contact his old allies in the capital. Either way, I cannot openly stop him.
Let him come. If he dares to act in the capital, it will be easier for us to catch him, like a turtle in a jar.
I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about His Majesty. In recent years, His Majesty's mind has grown heavier. To me. Father, I want to select consorts for His Majesty.
Select consorts?
The Ministry of Rights has already drawn up a list of candidates. Once he marries, and has an empress, those improper thoughts will naturally fade. I have decided. In a few days, I'll announce it in court.
Your Highness, over the past 5 years, our people in the capital have infiltrated all the ministries. In the Ministry of War, 2 directors have been replaced with our men. In the Ministry of Revenue, 1 director is our plant. Also, the one in the palace is still there.
Kaiwei is still in Fengqi Palace.
Yes. For 5 years, she's been a cleaning maid. Never suspected.
5 years. A maid under the Empress Dowager's nose for 5 years without being caught. Either she's incredibly skilled, or the Empress Dowager already knows who she is. Lu Jiran's nature, I know best. There's no way she wouldn't have noticed in 5 years. The Kaiwei line is compromised. Stop using her for intelligence.
Understood. Your Highness, on this visit to the capital, do you wish to meet her in person?
No. I returned for only 3 things. Pay respects to my mother, meet the new emperor, and attend the Mid-Autumn Palace banquet. Nothing else.
Then what about the northern border?
An arrow shot cannot be taken back. I'll stabilize things in the capital, while Yuan Tai raises an army in the north. We'll coordinate from within and without. Trap Lu Jiren between 2 fires. The specific time and place will be decided at the Mid-Autumn banquet. Your subject, Xiao Shujian, humbly wishes Your Majesty peace, and peace to Her Majesty the Empress Dowager. This return to the capital is first to pay respects on my mother's death anniversary, and second to report to Your Majesty and the Empress Dowager. I have remained obedient in my fief for 5 years, never slacking in my duties.
Prince An, you have worked hard. 5 years have passed. You have quite a few white hairs at your temples.
You have labored over state affairs for 5 years, Your Majesty. What is my small hardship compared to yours?
How long do you plan to stay?
I will return to my fief after paying respects to my mother. I dare not linger in the capital and disturb Your Majesty and the Emperor.
No rush. The Mid-Autumn Festival is just over half a month away. Prince An has not spent the festival in the capital for years. Stay this year and attend the palace banquet.
Since the Empress Dowager invites me, I will not refuse. You've done well these years, Your Majesty. The court is stable, the treasury is full, and the officials are loyal. Much better than I expected.
Is Prince An praising me?
You could say that. 5 years ago, you caught me on a mistake in court, and used it to cut me down, driving me back to my fief. Your methods were ruthless, and your timing perfect. That's when I knew you were not just Xiao Muqing's rival, but also mine.
Prince An, coming today, surely it's not just to reminisce.
I came to ask you one thing, Your Majesty. The case of my mother, you promised to overturn it.
It's been taken care of. 3 months ago, the Supreme Court reopened the case of your mother, the consort. That year, Lady Lu had bribed the imperial physician to poison her. Her confession, the medical records from the imperial hospital, the testimonies of the involved maids and eunuchs, all have been refiled. Your mother has been posthumously granted the title of noble consort. She has been moved to the late emperor's mausoleum.
Thank you.
I didn't do it for you. Your mother, like you, was a victim of this palace. She shouldn't have been poisoned. And you shouldn't have ruined yourself by hating the wrong person.
Your Majesty, have you ever thought that if back then we hadn't stood on opposite sides, perhaps this realm would be better than it is now?
Reporting to Your Majesty, the Emperor has turned 17. According to tradition, he should select an empress and consorts. To continue the imperial lineage, I have drawn up a roster of candidates. For Your Majesty's review, 12 in total, all from reputable, scholar official families, with proper conduct and appearance.
Approved. Issue my imperial decree. Order all candidates from the provinces to arrive in the capital before Mid-Autumn Festival for selection.
I disagree.
Your Majesty, selecting consorts is tradition. Continuing the imperial line concerns the state.
I said I disagree. Mother, this matter, can we discuss it later?
Adjourn.
Mother, why are you selecting consorts for me?
You are 17. All previous emperors were already married by your age. Heirs are the foundation of the state. This is a matter of national importance.
I don't want to select consorts. I don't want to marry a woman I've never even seen.
All previous emperors selected consorts this way. Feelings can develop after marriage.
I don't want to develop feelings. Mother, don't you understand? In my heart, there's no room for anyone else.
What His Majesty said today, I'll pretend I didn't hear.
Mother,
The selection is decided. At the Mid-Autumn Palace banquet, the ladies will enter the palace for selection. If you don't choose, I'll choose for you. This is an imperial edict, not a negotiation.
During my 5 years in the fief, every Mid-Autumn Festival, I'd think of the lights of the capital. Seeing it today, it's even grander than I remembered. Your Majesty manages state affairs, and still arranges the palace banquet so meticulously. I admire that.
You flatter me, Prince Anne. Life in the fief is hard. You should stay longer this time. That way His Majesty can learn more about archery and riding from you.
His Majesty has Grand Tutor Lu. My modest skills are nothing.
Your Majesty, there are 12 ladies, all from scholarly families. Please have a look.
I was rude. Please forgive me, Your Majesty.
What's your name?
Your servant Shen Qingyi, reader of the Hanlin Academy, Shen Boan's daughter.
That Shen Qingyi today was quite interesting. Everyone else was too nervous to speak. She knocked over a teapot, but stayed calm.
Did you find her information?
Found it. Shen Boan, reader of the Hanlin Academy, is a student of Grand Tutor Lu. He's been at the Hanlin Academy for 11 years. He's lived in poverty and stayed out of factional struggles. Shen Qingyi is his only daughter. She grew up studying with her father and excels in poetry, etiquette, and everything.
A pure family, and she's steady.
Your Majesty wants to choose her?
Not yet. Tomorrow, have Shen Qingyi come to Fengqi Palace alone. I want to see her myself.
I am Shen Qingyi. Greetings, Your Majesty.
you're the one who knocked over the teacup last night.
Sorry for my rudeness. I made a fool of myself before you, Your Majesty.
You're quite calm. Others tremble with fear when they see me. You don't seem afraid.
Of course, I'm afraid. But I thought you see frightened people every day. You must be tired of it. So I thought I'd just speak normally, so you wouldn't be tired.
You're straightforward. I heard your father is a reader in the Hanlin Academy. People at the Hanlin Academy always beat around the bush. You don't seem like your father's daughter.
I got this directness from my mother. She comes from a merchant family. She's always been straightforward in words and action. So I only know how to speak plainly, not in bureaucraties.
You said you're afraid to see me. Afraid of what?
Afraid of being chosen. And afraid of not being chosen.
I heard from Qianqian that you spoke with His Majesty in the Imperial Garden a little while ago.
I happened to pass by and paid my respects to His Majesty.
His Majesty doesn't seem to dislike you.
His Majesty is kind and generous. It's His mercy.
If I choose you to enter the palace, would you be willing?
I wish to speak the truth. Becoming Empress would be an unparalleled honor. If I said I'm not tempted, that would be hypocritical. But I also know that the person in Your Majesty's heart is not me. If I enter the palace, I would only be by His Majesty's side, a person to share his burdens, not the one in his heart.
Since you understand, are you still willing?
I am willing. Not every woman can marry the one she loves. But to have a place in the palace, to help His Majesty and the Empress Dowager, is already my great honor.
You are more perceptive than your father. I have chosen the candidate for Empress. Reader of the Hanlin Academy, daughter of Shen Bone, Shen Qingyi, proper in character and appearance, well-educated and sensible, worthy of being the Empress. Order the Ministry of Rites to select an auspicious day to install Shen as Empress.
I do not agree. Mother, the matter of selecting consorts, I have said several times, I do not need a harem, much less an empress.
Your Majesty, this is not a discussion. Installing an empress and selecting consorts concerns the foundation of the state. You don't need it, the realm needs it.
Then, let the realm choose. I won't choose. I'll say this once and for all, I will not install Shen as empress, nor will I install anyone as empress. If anyone mentions selecting consorts again, I will.
Your Majesty, the imperial decree has been issued. The Ministry of Rites is preparing the wedding according to the auspicious day. The court is dismissed.
Mother, you know I don't want to install an empress. You know, in my heart.
You spent the whole afternoon at the drill ground just to come ask me this. Xiao Yunheng, you are the emperor. An emperor cannot only take what he wants. He must also accept what he does not want. Shen Qingyi is from a good family. She is perceptive and intelligent. She won't become your burden. If you are unwilling, you can choose not to dote on her, but you must respect her. This is the empress I chose for you, and also for this realm, the empress I chose. You can hate me, but you cannot be willful.
Mother, every time you call me by my full name, you are pushing me away.
Your Highness, this is the list of the failed concubine candidates. Among them is Zhao Wan, whose father is Zhao Qian, a secretary in the Ministry of War. Zhao Qian has served in the ministry for 8 years, always wanting to climb higher, but lacking any patron to support him. His daughter Zhao Wan failed this time, and both father and daughter are unwilling to accept it.
Zhao Wan? Did she get selected?
The Empress Dowager only chose Shen Qingyi. The other candidates were all sent back home. But according to the rules, among the failed candidates, those with talents can stay in the palace as female officials. Zhao Wan is good at playing the zither. If someone speaks for her, it's easy for her to stay.
Then speak for her. Have her enter the palace as a talent, not too high a rank, so as not to draw attention.
Zhao Wan greets Prince An. My father said your highness could help me stay in the palace.
I'll help you enter the palace. While in the palace, keep an eye out for some information for me. The Empress Dowager's daily routines, the Emperor's whereabouts, and personnel changes in the Phoenix Palace. Your father's future in the Ministry of War will also be taken care of.
Your highness wants me to watch for these things?
I have some old misunderstandings with the Empress Dowager that are unresolved. Knowing more about her current situation, I might find the right time to resolve them.
Your Majesty, Empress Dowager, urgent report from the northern border. 3 barbarian tribes are simultaneously raiding the border. Duke Wei is leading troops to confront them, but his forces are insufficient. I request transferring 5,000 Imperial Guards from the capital to reinforce the north.
Transfer 5,000 Imperial Guards. The capital's defense will be left with just over 20,000. Can't we transfer from elsewhere?
Nearby garrisons have scattered forces. Gathering them takes time. The northern campaign is urgent. The fastest way is to move troops from the capital.
Empress Dowager, the northern border defense is of great importance. If the barbarians break through, the damage won't be limited to the 3 northern prefectures. The entire north will be at risk. Although the capital has defense pressure, the rebels haven't arrived yet. I believe we should prioritize the north.
The barbarians' timing this time is too convenient, coinciding with Xiao Shujian's return to the capital. But this can't be said in court. Suspicion without evidence is malicious. Approved. Transfer 3,000 Imperial Guards north. Leave 2,000 behind to defend the capital. Order the Duke of Weiguo to drive back the barbarians within a month. No delays allowed.
Urgent report from Qingzhou. Xiao Shujian and his fief, under the pretext of an autumn hunt, has assembled troops. He's gathered at least 4,000 men. These men are well equipped and drilled in order. Clearly, they are trained private soldiers.
An autumn hunt. He chose his timing well. Every autumn, all the princes hold autumn hunts. It's perfectly legitimate, arousing no suspicion. The barbarians advancing south from the northern border was also his arrangement.
The timing is too much of a coincidence. Once the barbarians come south, we are forced to send troops from the capital region north. The capital's defenses are weakened, and his private army can strike while we're vulnerable.
Where are his private soldiers now?
In 3 groups. One group has already reached the outskirts of the capital, hiding near West Mountain. One group has dispersed, scattered in various villages. And the last group is waiting in his fief. If the three groups join forces, they will number no less than 8,000.
And Yuan-Tai's men haven't been counted. If the northern barbarian king rises up at the same time, the Imperial Guard will have to fight on two fronts. Time is running out. We must, before they formally join forces, cut off one of their arms. Xiao Shujian is in the capital now, afraid to openly mobilize troops. The capital is his cage, and also our opportunity. Order reinforcements for the sentries at West Mountain. Set up checkpoints on all official roads in his fief. Everyone coming and going from the An Prince's residence must be reported.
Your Majesty has been reviewing memorials for half a day. Take a rest.
Did Mother send you again?
Not the Empress Dowager this time. I came on my own. Your Majesty looks unwell. I presume you skipped lunch.
You are observant. Shen Qingyi, I ask you, is entering the palace your father's wish or your own?
It is my own wish. I know that your Majesty does not have me in your heart, but I do not mind. I am not here to vie for favor. I am here to serve. This imperial harem needs a capable empress. Your Majesty needs a trouble-free wife.
You are quite philosophical.
What else can I do? One cannot spend a lifetime hitting a dead end.
Your Majesty, today, the Emperor is in the Imperial Garden and spoke with Miss Shen for quite a while. Miss Shen offered the Emperor some pastries, and he ate them. They chatted for a good while.
It's good that he's willing to talk to her.
Your Majesty, don't you feel disappointed?
Why would I be disappointed? He's willing to accept Shen Qingyi. It shows he's grown up, and won't be willful anymore. This is exactly the outcome I wanted. I personally brought him out of the cold palace, raised him for 5 years, not to let him ruin himself. Shen Qingyi can give him what I cannot give him, a normal life befitting an emperor. In this world, not all feelings need to blossom and bear fruit. For some, the best outcome is to be replaced at the right time by the right person. I hear that you and the Emperor are getting along well.
The Emperor is kind and generous, it's my fortune. But I also know that the one His Majesty truly respects has always been Your Majesty. I say this with no other intention. I only want to tell Your Majesty that I will not overstep my bounds. I will fulfill my duties. Take care of His Majesty's daily needs on your behalf, and manage the harem for His Majesty. In His Majesty's heart, the place reserved for Your Majesty, I will not and cannot touch.
You are very clever and clear-headed. But I want you to know you are not a replacement for anyone. You are Shen Qingyi, the future Empress of Dalian. Whether His Majesty respects you or is not close to you for now, you don't have to belittle yourself. I chose you to enter the palace not to make you suffer.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I will remember. I will try my best to make His Majesty gradually accept me.
Shen Qingyi, you are more clear-minded than I. It took me 2 lifetimes to learn not to force things. But you understood from the beginning. This position of Empress, you occupy it more steadily than I.
Your Majesty summoned me today. What orders do you have?
Nothing urgent. Just wanted to ask you. These days, are you settling in well at the palace?
All is well. The maids in Fengqi Palace have been very courteous to me. Every day, His Majesty also exchanges a few words with me, but I can see that when His Majesty talks to me, his mind is on other things. Every time he returns from Fengqi Palace, his mood stays low for several days. May I be so bold as to ask, between Your Majesty the Empress Dowager and His Majesty, is there some unresolved knot in your hearts?
You are very perceptive.
It's not that I'm perceptive, it's that I have had a similar experience. My father, when I was young, took a concubine. After that, my mother rarely spoke to my father anymore. I asked my mother why, and she said it wasn't that she no longer loved him, but that some feelings cannot go on. Continuing would be bad for everyone. I didn't understand then. But gradually I came to understand. The Empress Dowager treats His Majesty with more care than my mother treated my father. My mother just stopped talking. But you, Empress Dowager, personally entrusted His Majesty to me.
I did not entrust him to anyone. I merely stepped back and let him walk the rest of the way himself. An emperor cannot forever rely on one person. The last thing I can do for him is to make him no longer need me.
Have you, Empress Dowager, ever considered that perhaps what His Majesty needs is not just the throne and me? Maybe he just needs you to occasionally have a meal with him, like when he was a child.
You just said your mother told you that some feelings cannot go on. She was right. But she was wrong about one thing. It's not that she no longer loved him, it's that she could no longer love him. Some people's status and position determine that between them they can only go so far, and then cannot go any further. One step further is an abyss.
Reporting to the Empress Dowager, His Majesty's wedding, all preparations are complete. The auspicious day is set for the 8th of next month. All officials will offer congratulations, and the whole realm will celebrate.
On the wedding day, keep everything simple. No extravagance. The treasury's silver must be used where it's needed most. Not on show.
Mother Empress is right. I think so too. However, on my wedding day, I want to go to the Imperial Ancestral Temple to pay homage to our ancestors, to inform the ancestors that I am wed today. Would Mother Empress be willing to accompany me?
Yes. I will accompany your Majesty.
News from the northern border, my lord. General Yuan's forces are ready.
Are the men in the palace in position?
Among the guards at Donghua Gate, 2 are our men. The shift change is at 11:45 p.m. Within 15 minutes, we can take control of the city gate.
What about the 6th prince?
He has been secretly brought back from Lingnan. He is currently placed in a private residence outside the city. The 6th prince himself doesn't know about our entire plan. He thinks he is returning to the capital to see the Empress Dowager to receive a reward. My lord, the 8th of next month is the day of the new emperor's wedding. The entire city will be under martial law. It's not a good time to act.
No, the wedding day is the best time. Everyone's eyes will be on the Imperial Ancestral Temple and the main hall. No one will notice the guards at Donghua Gate have been swapped. After the wedding banquet ends, all officials go home. The Imperial Guard will also let down their guard. Striking at that hour will achieve twice the result with half the effort. On the 8th, at midnight, at Donghua Gate. Notify Yuan Tai to have his men, 1 day earlier, launch a feint attack in the north. Create the illusion of border conflict and tension. Here in the capital, everything is ready. All we need is the east wind.
Yes.
Jiren, Prince An has been too quiet lately. He doesn't go to his office, doesn't attend banquets, stays shut in his mansion every day. This doesn't seem like his style.
He isn't just staying shut in, he's waiting for his people to assemble. Father, have you noticed that recently in the capital, there have been many unfamiliar faces? The checks at the city gates have been tightened, but these men entered the city in batches, each one alone, so no suspicion is raised. When they gather together, they become a knife aimed at my heart.
You think he's already preparing to strike?
On the wedding day, everyone's attention will be on the ceremony. That's when I'll be most vulnerable. If I were him, I'd definitely choose that day.
So what should we do?
Hold still. He thinks I don't know, so he won't strike early. On the wedding day, I will secretly arrange everything. The palace guard's deployment will have 2 layers, one for show, and one real. He thinks he's in the shadows, but every step he takes, I see it all. Xiao Shijin, 5 years ago, you fell into my hands once. 5 years later, you still haven't learned your lesson. In this palace, nothing escapes my eyes.
Long live the Emperor.
First bow to heaven and earth.
5 years ago, I led him out of the cold palace by the hand. His hand was so small, he gripped my finger and wouldn't let go. Now he holds someone else's hand, walking into the ancestral temple. I should be happy for him. But why do I feel like something's missing? Rise. From now on, the world belongs to the 2 of you.
The Dowager is all alone here in the cold wind. Aren't you afraid of catching a cold?
Prince An, why aren't you toasting the newlyweds? What brings you to me?
The officials are toasting them. I came to you, Dowager, to offer you a toast. 5 years ago, I toasted you here as well. You said I was testing you then. But today, this toast is sincere. You've done what you promised. My mother's case was overturned, her title restored. Lady Lu's reputation is ruined. I owe you a debt of gratitude.
No need to repay it. If you stop your schemes, that's payment enough.
You still don't trust me. I truly came to toast you today. As for the rest, give me a little more time.
Xiao Shijian, you truly came to toast me today. But what you will do tomorrow has nothing to do with our personal grievances. After this toast, there will be no room for us anymore.
In the capital right now, fewer than 20,000 imperial guards remain. 3,000 were sent north as reinforcements. Prefectures along the route also took a share of the troops. The defense of the capital region has been in recent years at its weakest point. King An's men are scattered everywhere. Their exact numbers cannot be estimated, but at least 6,000 to 8,000.
6 against 20,000. In a frontal assault, he won't gain an advantage. But he won't attack head-on. He'll first take the Donghua Gate, let his men in. Then take Xuanzheng Hall and Fengqi Palace. The whole process won't take 2 hours. Here is his breakthrough point. The guards at Donghua Gate are 120 men. The shift change time is at the 3rd quarter of the Z hour. I've already moved a group of men to lie in wait near Donghua Gate in the storehouse, ready. Additionally, the guards at Jianggu Gate are also in position. After the palace banquet ends, Jianggu Gate will be closed as usual, but the key is not with the guards. It's in my hands. Even if he takes Donghua Gate, he won't enter the main hall.
Are you confident?
80%. The remaining 20 are variables. What if he makes a move early? His forces are larger than we estimated, or if he has other unknown pieces in play. But one thing is certain, he chose today to act. And I have long been prepared to play this game to the end with him.
Your Highness, everything is ready. Among the guards changing at Donghua Gate, we have 2 of our men. They will open the gate at the 3rd quarter of the Z hour. News also comes from the northern border. The barbarians tonight are launching a major attack on the Duke of Wei's territory. The court tomorrow will receive an urgent military report. By then, even if the Empress Dowager wants to recall the Imperial Guards, it will be too late.
What about the men outside the city?
They've entered the city in batches as you instructed, Your Highness. 600 men are already here, dispersed and waiting at various strongholds. Plus 2 horse farms outside the city, ready to provide support at any time.
Mother, I've avenged you. But I've planned for 10 years. Not just for justice, and then back down. I will fight for this throne. Even if I have to take up arms against the one who avenged me. Move out. At midnight. The East Flowery Gate. I offer this final toast to your majesty, the Empress Dowager. 5 years ago, when you ascended as regent, the court was in turmoil. Now the world is at peace, the borders are secure, and his majesty has married. Your duty is done, it's time to step down. You should enjoy a few years of leisure. Has your majesty's resolve changed?
Today, Prince An offered me 3 cups of wine, and each one had a hidden meaning. I'll drink this cup, but I'll tell you one last time, my resolve has never changed. This realm belongs to his majesty, I'm only keeping it for him. When it's time to step down, I will. No need for Prince An to worry.
Your Highness, what did Prince An mean by those words at the banquet today?
He's giving me one last chance to step down voluntarily, to avoid a military confrontation.
Then why didn't Your Highness?
Because I can't back down. If he succeeds today, he and the feudal lords behind him will seize control of the court. Then, his majesty will be a puppet, and the Liu family will be doomed. He's not giving me a chance, he's letting me choose how to die. A dignified retreat, or a dignified defeat, I choose neither. Xiao Shujian, if you want to come, then come. I'll be here, waiting for you.
Three columns. One will secure the East Flowery Gate along the route to the Meridian Gate. One will block the Phoenix Palace, allowing no one in or out. The last column will follow me to the Hall of Political Affairs. My lords, do not panic. I come tonight for one thing only. The late emperor's sixth son, Xiao Yunshe, was reduced to commoner status back then not because he had committed any fault, but because the late emperor was bewitched by the demonic empress. Now the sixth prince is still alive. According to the ancestral rules of the Great Liang, succession goes to the legitimate son or the eldest son. Neither falls to a concubine's son from the cold palace. Lu Jiran, the imperial edict you hold is a forgery. The emperor you support has no rightful claim. Today I lead troops into the palace to restore order and set things right, to welcome the sixth prince to ascend the throne, and cleanse the court of evil to rectify the dynasty.
Xiao Shijian, I have waited for you all night. You finally came.
You are not surprised at all, Empress Dowager.
Surprised at what? Surprised that you raised private troops in the north, colluded with Prince Pan, or made a deal with the barbarians to launch a feint attack on the border and divert troops for you. Every move you made, I knew. You thought you were in the shadows, but from the moment you entered Donghua Gate, which path you took, how many men you brought, where your men are hiding, I know even better than you. Your men haven't all arrived yet. The few troops at Donghua Gate within the time it takes to drink a cup of tea, were already captured. The 2 strongholds you left outside the city are right now being raided by the garrison troops sent by Chancellor Lu. As for the northern border, Duke Wei never went to fight the barbarians. His 10,000 elite troops have already marched south along the official road. Right now they are less than a day's journey from the capital. Xiao Shijian, everything you relied on from the very beginning. Never had a chance of winning.
You really did foresee it all.
5 years ago, I let you return to your fief. You thought it was because I had no power over you. Actually, I was waiting for you to show all your cards one by one, and then take them away one by one. The revenge for your mother I have carried out for you. You hated the wrong person, and I have investigated it for you. These 5 years, you raised private troops in your fief, colluded with Prince Pan and contacted the barbarians. I knew every single step, but I did not move against you. Not because I dared not, but because I thought you would turn back. You just said cleanse the court and rectify the dynasty, but the one you need to cleanse is yourself. What you need to rectify is your own ambition. You keep saying it's for your mother, for the late emperor's bloodline, but you know better than anyone that you are just unwilling to accept, unwilling that the throne falls to a concubine's son from the cold palace. Unwilling that I, as Empress Dowager, hold authority over you. Unwilling that after 10 years of scheming, in the end, it's all an illusion and empty.
Yes. I am unwilling. Why was it that back then, Xiao Muchen could compete, but I could not?
Your Majesty, reporting to the Empress Dowager, the rebels at Donghua Gate have all surrendered their weapons. The 2 strongholds outside the city have also been taken. 400 captives. Urgent report from the Duke of Wei in the north. The barbarians learned that the Duke of Wei's forces had moved south. They didn't dare attack. They've completely withdrawn.
You just called me a son of the Cold Palace. Illegitimate, unworthy. Yes, I'm from the Cold Palace, and I've never thought sitting on this dragon throne was something I deserved. But let me tell you, I didn't hold this position because of my birthright. I owe it to my mother. She believed in me, that I could be a good emperor. I won't let her down. You keep saying you want to restore order, but you colluded with a prince. You brought the barbarians south. The border people suffered. For that alone, you don't deserve to be emperor. Imperial Guard, seize him.
You really were raised by her. What is this? Poison.
If I wanted you dead, I'd have done it earlier at the audience hall. Why wait till now? I came to tell you, your mother's case. I've already ordered that all the files be carved on a stone tablet, placed before your mother's grave. As for the agent you placed in the palace, Zhao Wan, she was apprehended after the banquet. Your forces in the fief will be purged within 3 days. When Yuan Tai in the north learned of your defeat, he withdrew overnight, returned to his territory. All your years of scheming ended in utter failure.
You didn't come to mock me.
I came to tell you. It's all over.
Do you know what my mother said to me before she died? She told me not to hate anyone, to be a carefree prince, live a safe and peaceful life. I didn't promise her. I was 7 that year. I knelt by her bed and swore I would definitely sit on the throne, make those who wronged her kneel before me, let the world remember her name. Then you overturned the verdict for me, restored her honor. I should have stopped then. But Lu Jiran, do you know what it's like to plan for 10 years? To have every step calculated, every piece in place, every piece set. Then you show up and flip my board. Then you say I played well, just hated the wrong person. I shouldn't owe you this favor.
You don't owe me a favor. You owe it to yourself. 10 years of scheming, in the end, you defeated yourself. When I let you return to your fief, I gave you a chance. You chose to continue down this path. You have no one to blame but yourself.
What will happen to me?
You'll be stripped of your title and confined to the clan court. Life imprisonment. I won't kill you. Your mother suffered too many injustices in this palace. I promised to restore justice for her. That justice includes sparing her son's life. But remember, the walls of this prison and the clan court will be the rest of your life.
If back then, the Astronomical Bureau hadn't issued that decree, you wouldn't have entered the palace. Would we not have been on opposite sides?
Maybe. But there is no maybe in this world. I entered the palace. I've lived 2 lives. In both lives, we've always been enemies. Still, you are indeed the enemy I'd least want to kill.
Your Majesty, Empress Dowager, a military report from the northern frontier. Duke Wei has led his troops back to their garrison. The barbarians have retreated along the entire front. The border is currently quiet. Also, Yuan Tai, seeing Prince An's defeat, fled back to his fief overnight. The garrisons of the 3 neighboring prefectures have been put on high alert.
Your subject impeaches himself. Prince Anne's rebellion involved many court officials and advisors. Your subject is ashamed. I failed to detect it sooner. May the Empress Dowager decide my punishment.
Chancellor, do not be so hard on yourself. Prince Anne's treason was not plotted in a day. He schemed in secret for years, deceiving the court and the public. You alone are not to blame. Xiao Shujian has been stripped of his title and confined to the imperial clan court. The pawn he planted in the palace, Zhao Wan, has been reduced to commoner status and expelled from the palace. All involved court officials will be thoroughly investigated and prosecuted. Not one will be spared. In the 5 years of my regency, some have formed cliques for private gain, some have colluded with vassal princes, and some have even conspired with foreign enemies. I gave them chances to stop, but they didn't. From today, all will be dealt with according to law. Those due for demotion will be demoted, those due for dismissal will be dismissed, those due for execution will be executed. I will not give anyone a second chance.
Mother, the rebels have been quelled. The traitors have been eliminated. You can rest now, Mother.
Today, in the Xuanzheng Hall, you witnessed me dealing with Xiao Shujian. What do you have to say?
Mother, you could have killed him, but you didn't.
Killing him is easy. Once dead, it's all over. Those in the court who had dealings with him would no longer be pursued. With the principal culprit dead, the accomplices get lighter sentences. By keeping him alive, all who conspired with him will live in fear. Only then will they come forward to inform and earn merit. I didn't kill him because his life is more useful than his death. Remember, Your Majesty, a ruler's mercy is never given without purpose.
Mother, these 5 years, you've borne everything alone. Now that the rebellion is pacified and the court is stable, I can share the burden with you.
I know you can. But remember, every decision you make has consequences. Killing someone has consequences. How much can you bear? That's how big a decision you can make. Regarding your regency, when you're ready, I'll naturally hand it over to you.
This is the 3rd time you've come to see me. Once at the imperial prison, once at the clan court, and now again today. Empress Dowager, for a traitor. You're too concerned.
I've come to tell you a few things. 6th Prince, Xiao Yunche, arrived in the capital yesterday. He came to the Supreme Court of his own accord to plead for you. He said that although you used his name to raise an army, you never caused him any harm. He said if guilt is to be assigned, he's willing to share some of it. The people of the northern border sent a joint petition, saying that although you colluded with the barbarian kings, you never let your soldiers plunder the people. The people of your fief also submitted a petition of thousands, saying that in 5 years in your fief, you governed with integrity. You did many good deeds in your fief. If you had just been a leisurely prince, doing practical things for the people, maybe the person sitting in this room today wouldn't be you.
Lu Jiren. All of this you've said is telling me that I am not entirely a villain, but sadly, all this to me now no longer matters. The winner is king, the loser is a bandit. I lost, so I lost. This is what my mother left me the last book. I've carried it all these years, now I don't need it anymore. Keep it for me.
Xiao Shujian. If there is truly a next life, let's not be enemies.
Your Highness. At the clan court, everything has been arranged. Prince Anne's daily living has been handled according to your orders and taken care of.
Qianqian. Tell me, if back then I hadn't entered the palace and become empress, what would I have become?
Your Highness, why ask this all of a sudden?
Xiao Shujian and Xiao Mucheng could have avoided this outcome. They both had talent, both had ambition. They just went down the wrong path. If not for this palace turning one into a madman, and the other into a rebel, perhaps their fates wouldn't have been like this. I'm the same. If not for my past life, having my entire family executed, I wouldn't have become today this heart of stone.
Bo.
You may rise. At today's morning court, I have several edicts to announce. The first edict, I officially assume the reins of government today. The Empress Dowager has governed from behind the curtain for 5 years. She assisted me in stabilizing the realm, eliminating rebel factions. Her contributions are indispensable, but I am now of age. I should personally attend to state affairs. From today onward, I will personally review all memorials. I will personally decide all state affairs. All edicts shall be authenticated by my seal. The second edict, the Empress Dowager shall forever hold the power of regency. No one may strip her of this right. Although I have assumed personal rule, whenever matters of national foundation arise, I must first consult the Empress Dowager. The Empress Dowager's position in court of Great Liang cannot be shaken by any law. What are you discussing? Mother, this curtain I will not remove for the time being. It's not because I can't do without you, but because this court needs you. Mother, today, in the court, I did not consult you beforehand. It was my mistake. But I had to do it. I wanted the entire court to see that this emperor is not your puppet. Only then will they truly revere the imperial power. By doing this, it is not to take away your power, but to let you no longer have to carry it alone.
You did very well today. Those words in court I have been wanting to say for a long time. I promised you that when you were ready, this realm would be yours. Now it seems you are ready. This is my draft. The last edict. From today onward, I will no longer review petitions for you. I will no longer make decisions for you. You have full authority over all state affairs. You may come at any time to the Fengxi Palace to seek my advice. But after asking, you decide on your own. I will no longer take responsibility for you, because you are capable of bearing it now.
Thank you, Mother.
5 years ago, you were hiding in the cold palace, a shivering child. Now you are able to shoulder the realm yourself. This might be the best thing I have ever done in my life. It's not that I became the Empress Dowager, but that I raised you to become a true emperor.
Your Majesty, I have a report. A report from Duke Wei of the northern frontier. After the barbarian tribes retreated, the border has returned to peace. However, last year's snow disaster killed many cattle and sheep. The barbarian tribes are facing food shortages. Duke Wei requests instructions whether to open border markets to exchange grain for horses. This would both relieve the barbarians' plight and replenish our Great Liang's horse stock.
Granted, but with 2 conditions. First, the exchange ratio of grain for horses shall be determined by the Ministry of Revenue. We must not let the barbarians take advantage. Second, during the period the border markets are open, Duke Wei must increase patrols to prevent criminals from smuggling weapons.
Your Majesty, the remnants of Prince Anne's rebellion case have been cleared up. The involved officials total 37, who have been dismissed and investigated. Another dozen or so voluntarily reported and rendered meritorious service, and have been given lenient punishment. Here is the final list of dispositions. Please review it, Your Majesty.
Well handled. However, I want to add one more condition. Those who voluntarily reported, though given leniency, shall not be promoted within 3 years. The reason Prince Anne could plant so many people in the court ultimately, it was using high positions and generous salaries to tempt them. I want everyone to know that those who follow a rebel may keep their lives, but they cannot keep their future.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Today, there is one more matter. Empress Shen, since entering the palace, has conducted herself with integrity and handled affairs impartially. From now on, all matters of the harem shall be fully managed by the Empress. The affairs of each palace need no longer be reported to Phoenix Perch Palace. Mother Empress has labored for the country for 5 years. It's time for her to rest. The burden of the harem the Empress will take over for her.
Your servant obeys the decree. Your servant will not disappoint your Majesty or the Empress Dowager's trust.
Your Highness, at today's morning court, His Majesty rejected the memorials of 3 ministers and approved 2 border affairs memorials. The roster of remaining party members from the Ministry of Personnel was also approved. It said that those who voluntarily confessed cannot be promoted within 3 years.
Cannot be promoted within 3 years. That clause is well added. It leaves them a way out and cuts off temptation. It's more thorough than how I handled it back then.
Your Highness doesn't attend morning court, yet you listen to every matter and take it all in.
I don't go anymore. He does better than me. If I go now, it would make him hesitant to act freely. I'm at ease leaving the realm to him. In 5 years, I took a child who was waiting to die in the cold palace and taught him to become a true emperor. This might be the one thing in my life that I never miscalculated.
Your Majesty. Duke Waigwo reports. After the barbarians withdraw this time, there won't be any major moves in the short term.
Yes.
However, the northern border defense must not be relaxed because of this. In recent years, every time the barbarians went south, it was when we were in internal turmoil. From now on, we cannot give them any chance to exploit.
I know. I intend, after the start of spring next year, to personally inspect the northern border, to see the actual state of the border defense. Not just sitting on the throne, listening to reports, but going to see with my own eyes. The soldiers, what kind of barracks they live in, what rations they eat.
Your Majesty, the northern border is bitterly cold. A round trip will take at least 3 months. Court affairs cannot go unattended.
That's why I entrust Chancellor Lu. During my absence from the capital, you, together with the ministers of the 6 departments, shall jointly manage state affairs.
Your Majesty?
I will hand over the imperial seal to Mother Empress for safekeeping. If there are major matters, report them via urgent express. I will not delay. Mother Empress once said an emperor should not only listen to reports, he must see with his own eyes. I want to see it. Besides, Duke Waigwo is advanced in age. My personal visit will both reward the troops and let the people of the north see that the court has not forgotten them.
Your Majesty is wise. The late emperor reigned for 30 years and never personally visited the northern border. Your Majesty's determination fills this old minister with admiration. I will not fail your trust.
Enter. So late, why is your Majesty still not resting?
I have something to discuss with Mother Empress. I plan, after the start of spring next year, to go to inspect the northern border.
When was this decided?
Today, while discussing border defense with Chancellor Lu, I thought of it. The round trip will take at least 3 months. In the court, Chancellor Lu and the ministers of the 6 departments will handle affairs. The imperial seal will be entrusted to Mother Empress. If there are major matters, hold them off until I return to decide. If there are urgent matters, report them via urgent express.
You've thought it all through, so why ask me?
I'm not asking for permission. I'm here to tell you that I will return. Mother Empress, don't worry. I've said before that I would personally lead a campaign to the north, to keep the barbarians beyond Mount Yan. That promise still stands.
Go ahead, go see the land you will guard in the future. With me in the court, there will be no chaos.
Your Majesty plans to go to the northern border next spring?
You've heard.
I heard about it from Chancellor Lu, 3 months round trip. It's a long journey. Your Majesty should bring plenty of warm clothes. I've already ordered 2 thick fur coats to be made. They'll be delivered before you leave.
I'm leaving. The palace affairs are all in your hands. As for the Empress Dowager, you need to look after her. She never says anything, but I know her health isn't what it used to be.
Rest assured, Your Majesty, the Empress Dowager. I will pay my respects to her every day. All matters in the palace, I will handle properly. However, I have a question for Your Majesty. Your trip to the northern frontier, besides inspecting the border defenses, is there another reason?
I want to leave the capital for a while. I grew up in the Cold Palace, then moved to Phoenix Palace, and later ascended the throne. All I've ever seen is the sky within these palace walls. The Empress Dowager said an emperor can't just rely on reports. He must see with his own eyes what lies beyond the walls. I want to see the soldiers guarding the borders for Daliang. What kind of life do they lead? I want to see if the border markets are bustling or quiet. I want to see the land and rivers I speak of in court every morning, what they really look like.
Your Majesty's words. I will remember them. When you return, I'd like to hear about the land and rivers as you saw them. Not what's written in the memorials, but what you witnessed yourself.
Good. I'll tell you all about it when I'm back.
Empress Dowager, I made some juju cakes. Please try them.
Not bad, the emperor loved these as a child. He'd eat half a plate each time. When he grew up, he stopped eating them. Probably got tired of them. You came to Phoenix Palace not just to bring cakes, did you?
You see right through me. Today, His Majesty told me he wants to go to the northern frontier, to see with his own eyes the land beyond the palace walls. I came to tell you, His Majesty has grown up.
I know. 5 years ago, he couldn't even leave the Cold Palace. He was too scared. Now he dares to go to the northern frontier alone. You came to reassure me that he's no longer the child who needed my protection.
Yes. But I also want to tell you, this isn't because you pushed him away. It's because you, step by step, brought him to where he is today. He stands firm because the foundation you laid for him is solid. I mean nothing else. I just wanted you to know that everything you've done, I see it, and His Majesty remembers it.
Thank you, Qingyi.
Mother. I'm leaving now.
Take care on the road. The northern border is windy and dusty. Drink plenty of water. Write to us when you arrive in the capital. Don't be too brave. If you run into trouble, ask Duke Wei for advice.
Mother, you didn't used to talk this much.
You're going to the northern border to make me proud. Go well, and come back safe. "5 years ago, you were hiding in the cold palace, a trembling child. Now, you can bear the weight of the empire and inspect the borders yourself. This might be the best thing I've ever done in my life. It's not that I became Empress Dowager, but that I raised you to be a true emperor."
Your Majesty. The first day His Majesty left, you miss him.
What's there to miss? When he was in the capital, he came to Fengqi Palace every day. I found it annoying. Now it's peaceful. Time to rest. He's grown up. I can't keep him tied to my side forever. Let him fly. See how high he can go.
Your Majesty. Those people are all gone.
I know. In half a month, I'll be leaving the palace for Jiangnan. I wanted to see this place before I leave. Xiao Shujian lost because he didn't know himself or his enemy. He didn't have the full picture. If he had known me better, he might have realized I already knew his every move. Too bad he put all his heart into hatred. He hated the wrong person and used his strength in the wrong way.
Your Majesty. Why did you suddenly think to come here?
Xiao Mucheng was exiled to the northern frontier. Lu Liana was given a death sentence. Xiao Shujian was confined to the clan court. In my past life, the 3 people who destroyed my entire Lu family. 2 are no longer alive. 1 is inside these walls spending the rest of his life. My revenge is complete. But why don't I feel satisfied?
Your Majesty. Since you returned from Prince Anne's manor, you haven't spoken. Are you feeling emotional because of the memories?
Xiao Shujian said I shouldn't have been brought into the palace. The year I entered the palace, I was about your age. My head was full of bringing honor to the Lu family. In my past life, my entire family was executed. After being reborn, all I thought about was revenge. It took me 5 years to take down my enemies one by one, to hand the throne to the right person, and to rule the empire peacefully.
Your Majesty, you've worked hard all these years.
Standing here, I suddenly feel that apart from revenge and securing the country, I haven't done anything for myself.
Then, Your Majesty, now you can be yourself. His Majesty is ruling personally, the court is stable, the revenge is done. If you want to go to Jiangnan, go to Jiangnan. If you want to plant flowers, plant flowers. From now on, the rest of your life is your own. No one can control you.
You're right. From now on, the rest of my life is my own. I've lived 2 lives in this lifetime. The first was for others, and it ended with my family's execution. The second was for revenge, and I've survived until now. There isn't much time left. I should live for myself.
Rise, my ministers. I've been away from the capital for 3 months. Chancellor Lu and the 6 ministers have handled all court affairs. Everything is in good order. I am very pleased.
Your Majesty.
I've inspected the northern border defenses myself. I saw with my own eyes. The soldiers are well supplied with food and pay. The forts are strong. The barbarians won't dare to attack the border anytime soon. Next spring, we'll issue another 30,000 winter coats. All these years, the Empress Dowager has toiled for the state. She worked tirelessly day and night. When I was young and lost my way, it was the Empress Dowager who took me out of the cold palace, taught me and supported me, until I came of age to rule. Today, I will issue a decree. I will erect a monument of merit in the capital. It will record the Empress Dowager's achievements since she began regency. This is no honorific title.
Your Majesty, I don't need a monument. Everything I did was simply my duty.
You may refuse, Mother, but the great Liang cannot. This decree is already drafted. It will be announced today.
Fine.
Mother, you're still awake.
I've been thinking about something. That decree about the monument you issued in court today. It's not just a monument.
You saw through it. The monument will stand in the most prominent place in the capital. Everyone passing by will see it. The Empress Dowager Regent, assisting a young emperor, quelling rebellions, securing the realm, and then returning power to the emperor, never clinging to authority. This monument not only records merits, it sets an example for future generations. People will say, the great Liang had an Empress Dowager who supported 2 emperors, yet never coveted power.
You've even planned my legacy. You think ahead. You really do think long term.
How could I not think for you? Everything you've done, I remember it all. I can govern independently now. But I don't want you to feel forgotten.
I won't feel forgotten. I've been thinking about something lately. Once you truly don't need me anymore, I'll go to Jiangnan.
When?
Soon.
Empress Dowager, you summoned me today. May I ask what you wish to instruct?
Do you know I'm leaving?
His Majesty mentioned it. He said you want to go to Jiangnan. He doesn't want to stop you, but he feels sad inside.
Do you know His Majesty's feelings for you? His feelings?
Yes. He's very good to me. But the most important place in his heart will always be for you, Your Majesty. I don't resent it. Before I entered the palace, I knew it would be like this. From the very beginning, I never expected to replace anyone. I only wanted a place by His Majesty's side.
That's a good attitude. But you should know, he treats you well not just because you're sensible. He has feelings for you. He just hasn't fully realized it yet. Completely haven't realized it yet. After I leave, this position will be empty. Take your time. No rush.
I will take good care of His Majesty. No matter who's in his heart. I acknowledge him as my husband.
Mother wants to go to Jiangnan. I can't stop her, but I have to arrange everything for her. The Imperial Palace in Jiangnan needs repairs. Renovate it in advance. Oh, and Mother likes quiet, so there shouldn't be too many households near the palace.
Your Majesty, the Empress Dowager won't stay in the Imperial Palace. She wants to go to Jiangnan because she seeks freedom. If you arrange everything, remember the orchid she once planted in the Phoenix Palace? That orchid was on the windowsill. She watered and fertilized it every day, but it never bloomed. Later, Qian Qian moved it to the courtyard, exposed to sun and rain. After a month, it finally bloomed.
Are you saying Mother won't bloom in the palace because it's not where she belongs?
I mean, Your Majesty doesn't need to build a lavish palace. Just ensure the post stations along the way are well prepared, and let Her Majesty decide the rest. The Empress Dowager has, her whole life, made decisions for others. As for going to Jiangnan, let her arrange it for herself this time. Jiran, have you really decided?
I have. Your Majesty is grown up now. If I stay here, I'll only be a burden to him. Every time he sees me, he remembers his childhood and how dependent he was on me. If I stay, he'll never let go. I am his mother. I have to think about what's best for him. Besides, it's time I lived for myself. In my past life, Xiao Mucheng had my entire family executed. I came back only for revenge, and now it's done. I want to go to a place without palace walls, and live in peace. Jiangnan is where I've always wanted to go. They say it's spring all year round, with little bridges and flowing streams, not like the capital, freezing in winter.
Your father won't stop you. But remember, no matter where you go, the Liu family will always be your home.
I know. Thank you for shielding me from the storms of my past life. After I leave, please support His Majesty in court. The Emperor has matured a lot, but he's still young.
I will, Your Majesty.
Empress Dowager, why did you come in person?
I came to see you. Before I leave, I have a few words for you.
Please, speak, Your Majesty.
After I'm gone, His Majesty will likely feel down for a while. He won't make a scene, but he'll be hurting inside. All you need to do is nothing. Don't comfort him, don't mention my name. Just act normal, go about your business. In court, facing all the officials, he has to maintain the emperor's dignity. When he comes back to the harem to you, he doesn't need to put on airs. Give him a quiet place to just be. Once he gradually adjusts, then find a chance to talk to him.
I understand, Your Majesty.
One more thing. I've packed up everything at Fengqi Palace. I want to leave some old things for you. Nothing valuable, just some books and a few pieces of old jewelry. Qian will bring them to you.
I won't move into Fengqi Palace. That is Your Majesty's residence. If you're willing, I'll take good care of it, so that whenever you want to come back, you'll have a place to stay.
You're more clear-headed than I am. Today I announce my final edict. I hereby return all power to the emperor, and will retire to Jiangnan.
Your Majesty, you can't. You have served 2 emperors, and your contributions are immense. If you leave the palace, the court will lose its pillar.
My pillar has already been handed to His Majesty. Since the emperor took the reins, the court has been stable, the borders peaceful. Has anything gone wrong? Leaving is not abandoning Dalian. It's returning the kingdom, whole and complete, to its rightful master.
As her father, I thank your majesty for fulfilling her wish.
My dear ministers, take care.
Mother, the relay stations are ready. Travel slowly, and write to me when you arrive.
I will. Take good care of yourself too. From now on, when silver can solve things, don't resort to swords. Let people finish what they're saying before you jump to conclusions. And be good to Qingyi. She truly cares for you.
I will remember, Mother.
Your Highness, this town is much quieter than the capital.
Quiet is good. In the palace, from morning till night, it's all rules. Leaving Fengqi Palace meant wearing court robes, meeting ministers required formality, even meals were watched. Here, I don't have to think about waking up at a fixed time, wearing whatever I want, going wherever I please. In my past life, I spent half a lifetime smelling incense smoke in the palace, never knowing that the world outside had such a lovely scent.
Your Highness, what do you plan to do next?
Find a house by the water to settle in, and plant a peach tree in the courtyard. Watch the blossoms bloom and fall in spring, then find a school in town. If they don't mind my past identity, I'll teach the children to read and write. We've known each other for years, and I've always thought of you as my own sister. From now on, just call me sister.
Sister.
This hairpin has been with me for 2 lifetimes. It helped me deal with Xiao Muqing, and endured Xiao Shujian's dagger. Now it deserves a rest. In my past life, I drank poisoned wine in the cold palace, thinking my life would end just like that. I never expected heaven to give me another chance. I avenged my enemies, stabilized the kingdom, and raised that child into a true emperor. Then I left, not because I was driven away, but because I chose to go. I've lived 2 lifetimes. The first time, I entrusted my fate to others, and my entire family was slaughtered. The second time, I held my fate in my own hands, and lived the life I wanted. The rest of my life is still long. I'm no longer the Empress Dowager, I'm just Lu Jiren.
All ministers, rise. Today, there are several matters to discuss. First, the prefectures south of the river have had favorable weather this year, with abundant autumn harvests. I intend to reduce taxes in the south by 30%, so the people can keep more grain for the new year.
Your Majesty is wise. The Empress Dowager, back then in Jiangnan, implemented light corvée and low taxes. The people are still grateful. Now Your Majesty continues this policy, the hearts of Jiangnan's people will surely be more stable.
The policies my mother implemented in Jiangnan, I will not change. Not only will I not change them, I will expand them even further. Second matter, the Ministry of Personnel has submitted from all regions the evaluation results of officials. 17 people have outstanding achievements, and should be promoted. 9 people are corrupt and mishandle affairs, and should be dismissed. I have verified each one and approved the proposals. One last thing. Today I will issue an imperial decree. From now on, all Empress Dowagers of Great Liang who have rendered meritorious service to the state may be enshrined in the Imperial Ancestral Temple. The first Empress Dowager of Great Liang to be enshrined is my mother.
I, on behalf of the Empress Dowager, thank Your Majesty for your great favor.
Prime Minister Lu. Is everything well with my mother in Jiangnan?
In reply, Your Majesty, the Empress Dowager is very well in Jiangnan. She lives in a small courtyard by the water, and planted a peach tree. Every day she goes to town to teach. She wrote in a letter that the peach blossoms in Jiangnan have bloomed a month earlier than in the capital. She also said that now she only wants to be Lu Jiran, not the Empress Dowager anymore.
That's good. What are you doing?
Sewing for the unborn child. I want to prepare early so as not to be flustered when the time comes.
When I was a child in the cold palace, I never wore new clothes. Later, my mother took me out. And the first thing was to have someone sew several sets of new clothes for me. At that time, I felt that was the best clothing in the world. Later I learned that it was the fabric my mother personally selected.
The kindness the Empress Dowager showed your Majesty has remembered it all your life.
I don't just want to remember it for life, I want to pass on this kindness. Whether this child is a boy or a girl, I want him or her to know that he or she was expected to come into this world. I don't want him or her to be like I was as a child, thinking that in this world no one needs him or her.
Your Majesty, I have a suggestion. After the child is born, every autumn, take him to Jiangnan to see the Empress Dowager. Not for any particular reason. Just to let him know that he has an Empress Dowager grandmother who is doing well in Jiangnan, planting flowers and teaching, free and at ease.
Good.
Sister, the letter from the capital, His Majesty's handwriting. What did His Majesty say?
He's going to be a father. Qingyi is pregnant. Due next spring. He said in the letter, after the child is born, he'll bring them to Jiangnan every autumn to see me. He also said he doesn't know what to name the child. He asked me for suggestions. He even asks me about naming the child. I've told him he's independent now. He can make his own decisions.
Will you write back to him?
I'll write and tell him that parents should name their own child. It's the first responsibility of being a parent, but in the letter, I can add some blessings. Consider it a gift from this grandmother to the child. Also, tell him not to come to Jiangnan every year. An imperial tour costs a lot. I'm doing well here. Let him focus on ruling the capital.
Yes.
I heard the Empress Dowager is living well in Jiangnan, teaching every day, joyfully. The peach trees she planted bloomed all over this year.
She's been gone so many years, but the people in the capital still remember her. Every year on her birthday, people come to burn incense at her stele.
Her Majesty never craved power, she left when she pleased. A person like that is certainly worth remembering. Moreover, she always cared about the people. She did so much over the years. We commoners have seen it all.
Sister, you're looking through these old letters. Do you miss the capital?
It's not that I miss the capital. I just suddenly miss him. Yunheng is a father now. The crown prince just turned 1. He said in the letter, the crown prince can say imperial father, and can walk holding the bed rail. He said the crown prince looks like Qingyi. Gentle eyes and brows.
So, sister, will you go back to see them?
Yunheng asked me in the letter if I want to go back and see the child. He said there's no need to alert the officials, just come as a private person, stay a few days and leave.
How will you reply?
I won't refuse, but I won't promise either. Go pack some old things. Have the courier send them back to the capital. Consider it my first birthday gift for the crown prince. It's nothing valuable, just the safety lock I wore back in Fengqi Palace, and a copy of the 3-character classic I wrote by hand.
Understood.
Tell him that his grandmother wishes this child peace and joy, and may he become a wise ruler.
Father, why doesn't grandmother live in the palace? Doesn't she like it here?
She likes it very much, but she prefers to be herself.
I don't understand.
You'll understand when you grow up. Come, write a letter to grandmother. Tell her that this autumn we will visit her. We'll bring her the newly made osmanthus cakes from the palace.
Your little courtyard is even plainer than I imagined. There isn't even a decent vase.
I don't need a vase. There's a peach tree in the yard. In spring, it blooms all over. It's prettier than any vase. Father, come inside and sit down. I just brewed some fresh tea.
His Majesty sent me to see you. He worried that in Jiangnan you weren't eating or sleeping well. He told me to see for myself. I can see you're doing great. Compared to when you were in Fengqi Palace, you have more color in your face. Do you remember when you first entered the palace? You were as thin as a bamboo pole. Now you've regained your strength.
I remember. Back then, I worried every day. Worried about when Xiao Mucheng would come find me again. Worried that the Liu family would be implicated because of me. Now I don't worry anymore. I've let go of everything.
Have you truly let go of everything?
Truly. His Majesty's governance now is much better than when I was in power. Qingyi manages the harem in perfect order. The Crown Prince is intelligent and clever. I've been teaching in this small town for 3 years. I've taken in over 20 students, a few of them passed the county exams this year. Tell me, is my life worth it?
It is. Not only worth it, but more worthwhile than your father's life.
From now on, I am just Lu Jiren.
Sister, it's time to eat.
MM.